Starting lineups right around the corner, live from Footprint Center here in downtown Phoenix on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers is every Arizona sports fan's favorite neighborhood burger joint for the juiciest burgers, delicious stadium char dogs, and of course, every refreshing cold beer on the planet. Come out to watch the Suns take on the Warriors on Monday, March 13th at Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers, 7th Street, just south of Bethany Home. Tip-off time is 7 p.m. Enjoy the lively atmosphere while you hang out with the Suns Gorilla and Spirit Squad members. Go to suns.com/promotions for more details. See you March 13th.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology. We make technology work. That's why we're a proud technology partner of the Phoenix Suns. Find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service. Visit pacificoffice.com. We make technology work.
Ride to the game in style with Desert Rose Worldwide Transportation, the preferred transportation partner of the beautiful Footprint Center. Their premium fleet includes sedans, SUVs, Sprinter vans, minibuses, and, of course,
clean energy to meet our customers' needs. This means adding more affordable renewable energy sources, including the APS Solar Communities program and innovative battery storage for solar after sunset. Together, all of us can help make.
What do we do? But my therapist says I can have it all.
All right, let's meet our starting five for the visiting Chicago Bulls, and we will keep you posted on what's going on with that Wizards game with Atlanta.
Symptoms of fatigue, difficulty breathing, rapid heart rates, headaches, and confusion. You have been warned. Now, let's introduce from the visiting from a whopping 597 feet above sea level, Chicago Bulls. At guard from Arkansas, number 21, Patrick Beverly. At guard from Texas A&M, number 6, Alex Caruso. At forward from USC, number 11, DeMar DeRozan. At forward from UCLA, number 8, Zach Levine. At center from USC, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. Head coach of the Bulls is Billy Donovan.
Wow. Okay, that might be the fastest intro ever.
You know what? I like that, though. That is good. This arena, they dim all the lights and everything, and all they have is a couple of spotlights on over by the Bulls bench. Right now, it's pitch black in here, except for very few lights. Now the floor lights up. But to introduce the Bulls that fast is interesting. I liked it.
You know what, Bill? At halftime, Billy Donovan's going to join us. Normally, we feature the coach for an extended 2-3 minutes. But we talked about communication today, player-coach, and what buttons he can push as a coach.
Yes.
And it was fascinating to hear him talk about what occurred when he played compared to the player of today. And he talked about social media.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing. I think social media has a big effect on players today because they have so many outlets coming at them from all directions, and they're listening to different people, and a lot of those people don't even matter.
You're exactly right. That's a great point. He was saying this, that after a game, it used to be if you had a bad game, if Bill Wennington had a bad game, you go home.
That never happened, Charlie.
Yeah, that never happened, of course. But if you had a bad game, you go home, pop a beverage, talk to your wife and call it a night. Here, they're on their phones. They're hearing from everybody. They're hearing from friends they haven't heard from in years. And it just, there's a lot of noise.
There's a lot of noise. And that noise, let's be real, excuses. People are making an excuse for it. It's not your fault. This guy didn't do that. That guy didn't do this. It's not on you. It's the coach. Yep. So, and that's the whole thing. I think the accountability of players today, they just have too many excuses and they got too many things in their head right now. And they're a little bit distracted at times. Let's go downstairs now for the starting lineups for the Denver Nuggets.
At center, from sophomore Serbia, number 1 by Nikola and guard from Georgia, number 5, c5b4954ad0b4. And forward from Missouri, number 1, Michael Porter Jr. And forward from Arizona, number 50, Aaron Gordon. And at guard from Kentucky, number 27, Jamal Murray. Head coach of your Nuggets is Michael Malone.
Michael Malone has done a fantastic job here in Denver, and he's one win away from reaching 400 career wins. His first 2 seasons in the NBA with Sacramento. And this is his 8th year here in Denver.
Dome under head coach Monty Williams. In his 4th season, he's assisted by Kevin Young, the associate head coach, Mark Bryant, Brian Gates, Brian Randall, Patrick Mutombo, Michael Ruffin, Steve Scalzi, and Jared Jack. And in the backcourt, it is Chris Paul making his 2000th career appearance in the NBA. This is his 2000th game, 2000th start, believe it or not. He has started all 2K of those games he's played. And Devin Booker, who's making his 490th start, is alongside in the backcourt. Josh Okogie and Torrey Craig are the forwards. Of course, Kevin Durant was supposed to start, but he is not going to play tonight. Left ankle soreness after rolling his ankle in a warm-up earlier this evening. And DeAndre Ayton gets the call as the starting center. Suns wearing their purple uniforms. Those are the Icon Edition unis. 7-1 their record in those uniforms this season. By far their best mark. And the Thunder wearing their statement uniforms. They're in orange, trimmed with light blue. DeAndre Ayton wins the opening jump ball. Suns will work left to right. Chris Paul into the forecourt. Finds Devin Booker at the top of the key. He bodies up with Dort. Turns, shoots, and hits right over Lou Dort. And that's how tonight's game gets going. Yeah.
Won both games against the Nuggets. Bulls dressed in the red uniforms, black numbers, white lettering. Denver in the home white with navy blue, along with a little gold action.
I was playing back then.
Yes, you were.
Nice. A couple of years ago.
Vucevic jumps up with Jokic, and the opening tip, they're going to re-tip it. Mark Davis said, let's redo that.
Stolen a little bit. I think Vooch slapped it away before he even left his feet.
Bill, as you mentioned, Denver averaging 117 a game. And this tip, second time around, they win the tip. Bulls do, going left to right with Beverly over the timeline. Gives it up circle right to Vooch. Brings out Jokic 22 feet away. Up top to Rosen. Picked up by Gordon. They go left wing Levine from 28 feet. Off the mark, rebound Jokic. And again, he is the facilitator. He will advance over the midcourt line. He has great ball handling skills. He's an exceptional passer. And Jokic in the right corner against Vooch on a post-up. They go left side, and the jumper is taken and made. Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, he's a guy that's hurt the Bulls. Been around a long time. It's a nice pickup for them to get him here. And wide open again. Nice pass by Jokic.
He's in his 10th year, and he's only 30 years young. Came over from the Wizards, from Monte Morris. Foul line left to Rosen. Up top, Levine. Line to lane. To the rim, to the finish with the right hand.
I hope to see a lot of that tonight. Not a big shot blocking team, and Zach Levine can beat his man and get to the rim whenever he wants.
Week, and then they'll visit these Oklahoma City Thunder, the first of 2 games left against the Thunder. All 4 games post All-Star break against the youngest team in the NBA.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the way the schedule was this year. Done with Portland, a couple of West Coast teams. In the first month of the season, haven't seen these guys until the last month.
Isaiah Joe makes all 3 free throws, and that was a look at what's coming up thanks to Michelob Ultra. Enjoy every bucket. Here's Booker feeding Chris Paul left.
NBA. 6-4 Denver. DeRozan gives it up right elbow. And a 3-ball taken, popped out by Beverly. Rebound Nuggets. This is Jamal Murray from Toronto. Former number 1 pick out of Kentucky. Jokic drives past Vooch and lays it in left angle.
Not a great shot, but he was just able to get to the side of the basket and slip his arms up between the backboard and Vooch to get it in.
Yep, Vooch, unattended, open, topside 3. Nope. Rebound, Caldwell Pope. 8-4 Denver. I got a stat for you, Bill, on Jokic is going to blow your mind. In front, Caldwell Pope, topside 3, no. Rebound, Vucevic. You realize Jokic has shot 50% or better in 51 straight games.
Wow.
And Caruso and Beverly got their signals mixed. And Caruso thought Beverly was going to break baseline left, and he threw it away over the end line. Caruso did. Caruso, turnover for the Bulls.
Caruso thought it was a screen roll. Beverly thought it was a screen pop. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yep. 8-4 Denver. Nuggets ball. Murray picked up by Caruso. Jokic over the top pass, accepted underneath by Gordon, curls, and lays it in with the right hand. Aaron Gordon, who played with Vooch for 8 seasons in Orlando, and we've got a storyline about his jersey, number 50, in just a moment. Next dead ball. DeRozan, top of the key, up, out on Murray. Rebounded by Jokic over the midcourt line. Denver basketball. Murray in the right corner. A cut to the rim. Jokic with a two-handed dunk coming in baseline right. And it's 12-4. Denver, 8:33 left first quarter. We'll take a break. 670 the score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Zach Levine here. This is your official radio home for the Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen to every moment of the action right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and the Odyssey app.
Here, moment makers are everywhere, from those in housekeeping to hospitality, from the front desk to the bars to the restaurants and the pools, who turn simple moments for our guests into lasting memories. And they can turn a job into a career that turns coworkers into family. Working together for the greater good of our community. Gila River Resorts and Casinos, this is your moment to shine.
Odyssey is celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop all year long with Hip-Hop Made. Download the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, where we explore the sounds of 50 years of hip-hop. Let's go. Just search Hip-Hop Made for stations that represent the decades of hip-hop, the city of hip-hop, the moves, the culture, the artists, the future, and live stations from around the country that represent hip-hop right now in your favorite city. Odyssey.com/Hip-Hop Made and on the free Odyssey app.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
1 box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Will it be Biggie Bagel, Dashing Donut, or Cubby Coffee? Grab your phone and enter the Dunkin' Race in the Bulls app for a chance to win in tonight's race. Download the Bulls app to get ready, set, and go. Well, timeout by Billy Donovan, and we've got 8:33 left here in the first quarter. Bulls have not scored on offense the last 3 possessions, and 3 of the last 4 possessions, Denver has scored. And boy, do they move the basketball well. 4 assists already on 4 baskets. And again, they are taking advantage of every mistake the Bulls make defensively.
18 seconds left in D.C. Atlanta on the road, leading the Wizards 119-115. Here in Denver, Vooch dives in with a right-handed push. No. And it comes out to Caruso on the near sideline in front of the Nugget bench. Levine on a pump. Levine on a drive. Levine against Murray. Fades, fires, 21-footer, short. Rebound, Michael Porter Jr., 12-4 Nuggets. The Bulls start the quarter, 2 of 8, Denver 5 of 7. Gordon, double on the ball. The kick out to Caldwell Pope. Dribble drive, penetrating to the rim. No. Offensive putback good. That cannot happen. The 2 Bulls around Caldwell Pope, and Caldwell Pope simply took it away.
The ball barely hit the rim, and he gets his own rebound as the Bulls are watching it.
Beverly dribble drive, setting up DeRozan, left corner 3 ball. Nope. Long rebound, Beverly. They go to Vucevic. Vuce, dribble drive on Jokic to the rim and the finish with the left hand. Bill, do you think Jokic is a good defensive player?
No. I don't think in today's NBA it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a good defensive player anymore.
Michael Porter Jr., left side 3 off the mark. 14-6, Denver Bulls ball. Beverly calls a play. Let's see what the Bulls run here. They go up top, Vooch. They swing it around to DeRozan off a Vucevic screen at the top of the key. Outside 3-point arc to Levine. Mid-post left, Vucevic on a face-up on Yoke. Bang it away, left block. Turnaround jumper, baseline left, no. Rebound, Michael Porter Jr. Vucevic starts the ball game with a 4. Jamal Murray. Murray, belt high, right hand dribble off a high screen from Jokic. They go right quarter, Caldwell Pope against Levine. On a post up, Jokic up, no. And a foul on Vucevic, putting Jokic at the line, shooting 2.
And that's just great ball movement and also player movement. Everyone's cutting away from the ball to the ball. That time, Jokic is cutting through the lane, gets head and shoulders just in front of Vooch, catches the ball, rolls back to where he came from. And it's just so hard to guard that when you have guys moving without the basketball, because most guys are not. They're watching where the ball is, and they're trying to anticipate the rotation. All of a sudden, their man is gone. They've changed positions, and they're looking for him, and that's what happened in that set right there.
Jokic misfired, shooting 82%. He gets another toss, and it is up and good. He makes 1 of 2. Jokic here early in the first quarter with 5 points. 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Denver, however, only 75% this season, 24th in the league. 15-6, Nuggets by 9. Levine lowers the ball. Now they feed underneath Vooch with a 2-handed slam dunk. And that dunk brought to you by Duncan. The Bulls are running on Duncan. And Jokic took his eye off Vooch. Yep. And Vooch right near the rim and the dunk.
And that's a great assist right there. We'll get to that in a minute.
Jokic up top, Porter. Porter with a spin on Caruso. Turnaround jumper, 17-footer, nope. Rebound, Vucevic, averaging 11 boards per game, 6th in the NBA.
Bulls Assist, sponsored by Great Lakes Credit Union, assisting members with their finances for over 80 years. GLC.org.
6 minutes left, first quarter. It is 15-8 in favor of Denver. DeRozan swings it. Beverly on a pump and a drive. Got away with a walk with a runner and a banker. No. Tipped in the air, and Porter had it. Lost it. Caruso took it away. Caruso, his pass deflected. Brought down by Murray on a 3-on-2. Murray straight ahead. Finds Porter. Right elbow. Open 3. No. Hit the heel. Long board to DeRozan. 5:38 left first. 15-8 Denver. The Nuggets have won 4 in a row, 8 of 9, trailing the Bucks by 1 game for the best record in the NBA. Vucevic, nice pass inside Caruso, using the last no. Tip with the right hand, Vuce, no. Ooh. And we're going to have a loose ball foul on Denver.
Want to remind everybody when there's a turnover forced by the Bulls, brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers, reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
So, Bill,
Yes.
Atlanta with 11 seconds left, leading Washington 120-115. When that becomes final, folks, Bill's going to give you the update on what's happening with the play-in tournament and also the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. 15-8 Denver. Bulls ball. Levine double on the ball, the foul on Vooch. The high-low feed and a 2-handed slam. Patrick Williams and another dunk by the Bulls. Their second of the quarter, brought to you by Duncan. The Bulls are running on Duncan. Bulls within 5. Nice pass inside. Jokic to Gordon with a 2-handed slam. Gordon wears number 50. He's been beaten out by 2 Bulls in the Slam Dunk All-Star Weekend contest by Zach LaVine and Derek Jones Jr., and he felt he got robbed both times. So to remember that, he wears jersey number 50 because he felt the judges were not kind in giving him a perfect 50. Left corner 3 by LaVine, right down the pipe.
And with that three-pointer, partner with LRS, the champions of the waste and recycling industry. Request a quote at lrsrecycles.com.
And then a 55-foot pass finds Gordon underneath. He got fouled, and he will go to the line shooting 2. That foul is going to be on Beverly, his first, second team. 17-13 in favor of Denver with 4:37 to go.
And substitutions for the Bulls right now. Patrick Williams just checked in a moment ago, and Andre Drummond ready to step on the floor along with Kobe White. I want to remind everybody, substitutions sponsored by Remy Martin, the official spirit of Bulls Radio. Yes, it is. Team up for excellence.
Gordon hit front iron, the first of two, shooting only 63%. He has missed his last 9 3-point attempts. He's coming off a 19-6-5 game, a block and 2 steals against the Raptors. He is a physical presence. He played with Vooch along with Evan Fournier in Orlando for 8 years. And Gordon and Vooch got traded on the same day. Gordon came over from Orlando to Denver for Gary Harris. And Vooch, of course, went to the Bulls. Circle right, Levine comes up shooting 23-footer, no. Rebound, Denver. Over the timeline, Brown, who had 11 rebounds at the United Center against the Bulls earlier this year. He went 2 of 13 against the Raptors. Jokic floats a near corner pass to Caldwell Pope. Lines up a 3, no. And it's loose. We're going to have a foul on Caldwell Pope, who came from behind on Levine and hit him on the arm. 18-13, Denver by 5. Atlanta leading Washington 122-117 with 6 seconds left. So unless Washington can create a 5-point shot, Bill, the Wizards are going to go down at home to Atlanta, and that's going to be their second home loss in their last 3.
Yep, and that will put them a game and a half behind the Bulls. In front of the Bulls, excuse me.
4 minutes left, first quarter. Williams on a pop, on a drive, leads in. The big shot, good. From 5 feet left to the lane, Patrick Williams off the bench with 4. Bulls within 3, 18-15. Jokic gives it up. Jeff Green, the veteran out of Georgetown. He trades a 3 ball. Jeff Green, 6'8", in his 15th year. Boy, he has been in the league for 15 years. He has been just a rock-solid player. He was the 5th overall pick on draft day. He got traded for Ray Allen. How about that? Kobe White, scissors inside at the foul line. Stop and go against Jokic. Comes up shooting on a fade. 10-footer baseline right. Got it.
That's a nice play by Kobe. Kept the ball alive and created a little space. Made Jokic come out. Drummond was there for a rebound, but didn't need to be.
We near the 3-minute mark, opening quarter. Here's the jumper taken to miss by Caldwell Pope. Rebound Bulls. 21-17, Denver at the 3-minute mark. DeRozan out of post up on Brown. Jokic comes over to shade on a double. DeRozan, the send out to Kobe. Steps in, topside 3, rimmed out. Rebound loose, rolls into Jeff Green with a handoff over the midcourt line to Caldwell Pope. To a cutting Brown. Brown turns the corner on the right baseline. Sealed off by Drummond and DeRozan. And what do we have here, Bill?
Timeout.
All right. I thought we had Brown with a turnover. So we have a timeout, 2:39 to go first. 21-17 Denver on 670 The Score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Alex Caruso here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
1 box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Here, moment makers are everywhere, from those in housekeeping to hospitality, from the front desk to the bars to the restaurants and the pools, who turn simple moments for our guests into lasting memories. And they can turn a job into a career that turns coworkers into family. Working together for the greater good of our community. Gila River Resorts and Casinos, this is your moment to shine.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Odyssey is celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop all year long with Hip Hop Made. Download the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, where we explore the sounds of 50 years of hip-hop. Let's go. Just search Hip Hop Made for stations that represent the decades of hip-hop, the city of hip-hop, the moves, the culture, the artists, the future, and live stations from around the country that represent hip-hop right now in your favorite city. Odyssey.com/hip-hop made and on the free Odyssey app.
The McGrath Acura stores in Chicago and Westmont are launching a new website, McAcura.com. Unlock instant McGrath madness savings today at McAcura.com.
Join the Bulls on March 17th for the St. Patrick's Day game presented by Constellation Energy. Fans entering the arena will see the Bulls St. Patrick's Day fanny pack while supplies last. Courtesy of Constellation Energy. For tickets, visit Bulls.com. All
right, so Bill, Atlanta wins tonight, 122-120. Take us through what's going on right now.
Well, right now, Atlanta is 33-33. The Raptors are 32-34, and Washington is 31-35. Washington is now a game in front of the Bulls.
All right, so again, we'll keep you posted throughout the evening as DeRozan with a mid-range jumper on the right point. Bulls down by only 2, 21-19. Bulls have trailed by as many as 10. Brown gives it up in front to Reggie Jackson. Jackson was bought out by Charlotte, signed with the Nuggets. Up top, Brown holding and looking against Williams on a switch. Brown off the screen from Thomas Bryant. Top of the key, 19-footer good. They picked him up from the Lakers. And I'll tell you what, that was a great pickup. He's a solid veteran big man. If he can only stay healthy, folks, that's been his Achilles over the last 3 years.
He's not going to have to play a whole lot here in a supporting role.
Ayo Dosunmu between the legs dribble, dance off to the right side in front of Williams. On the pump, the send out. Kobe dials up a three, off the mark. Rebound Brown, and here come the Denver Nuggets. Over the midcourt line, it's Brown. Green with the touchdown. Scoop handoff to Jamal Murray. Murray against Williams. Rolls to his right. Fires left corner pass Brown. In front to Green. A three up and good. His second triple of the first quarter. Jeff Green, at the age of 112, buries a long-distance J.
Not only do they get the next best shot, they're getting wide-open looks just because they move the basketball so much.
Here's Williams with a pull-up just inside the foul line. He buries a 13-footer. And Patrick Williams with the mojo. He's 3 of 3. He's tossed in 6. 26-21, Denver by 5. And we've got a foul on Dosunmu trying to break through a screen on the right wing for Ayo Dosunmu.
Well, Patrick Williams is putting together a big game. He had a pretty good game the last time these two teams played, and I just thought that he'd come out here tonight and really step it up offensively. And I like his role now with the bench. He's coming off, he's playing real aggressive.
Brown, open, right side three. He knocks it down. And the Denver Nuggets beyond the arc are now 5 of 9. The Bulls are 1 of 7. And again, this happens to be, unfortunately, an ongoing theme for the Bulls over the last 3 weeks. Turnaround jumper. DeRozan now at a foul on Brown. And with 2 arms in the air, Brown says, yep, I got him on the release. And DeMar, who's averaging 7 free throw attempts, but he averaged only 4 in the month of February, goes to the stripe shooting 2. Want to acknowledge Adam Stasinski, Sean Sears, Jesse Trio, along with all the women and men putting our broadcast together. Bill, as you know, today's International Women's Day, and we want to salute our very own Alyssa Bergamini, who does a great, great job on the Bulls Radio Network.
She does a fantastic job, and she might be one of the only people that listens to us because she always quotes you or I during her segment. I love it.
Well, see, you text her during the game saying, okay, see, this is what I have to say, so run with it. 2 free throws by DeMar. So DeRozan now with 4. Brown, stutter step, dribble drive, leans in, 8-footer, no. Tip off the window by Bryant, no. Kobe has it, and the Bulls going left to right with 10 seconds left. 29-23, Denver. DeRozan pinched down a double. DeRozan, top of the key, out of crossover, top side, 18-footer, good.
Wow. Big-time buckets right there. That was a tough shot.
Over the midcourt line, Brown can't get it off in time. Of course, he looked at the clock and then released it. So we go 29-25, Denver by 4 at the end of one on 670 The Score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play. Levine throws it down with a right-handed power dunk. Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing, together millions of things for our planet. March marks the beginning of spring, and warmer temperatures means you can do more outside. Hang your clothes outside to dry instead of using the dryer. Not only will you save electricity, but your clothes will get that fresh outdoor scent. It's also a great time to walk or bike to destinations that are close by instead of driving. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. Whew. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Join Parkins and Spiegel in Vegas.
I got so excited.
Join the guys at Circa Resort and Casino March 23rd and 24th as they broadcast live from Stadium Swim.
We're at Circa for the second weekend of the tournament.
Hang out at Circa for their tournament watch parties, an experience like no other. Log on to circalasvegas.com or call 833-247-2258 to reserve your stay today and join Parkins and Spiegel for 2 days of madness.
Vegas is hosting the tournament.
Coming up March 23rd and 24th at Circa Resort and Casino, home of the world's largest sports book.
Evan Mack talks with Matt Hardy.
There's nothing like a wrestling fan, for better or for worse. How do you handle that, though? We're talking about people talking about your family, what they don't know about your family or your brother or you. How does one handle that on a day-to-day basis?
Something I joke about with the Young Bucks all the time. I said, if you would vanity search Matt Hardy on Twitter, I said, after you got to go 100 replies, you're going to quit the business and never be seen again. It's just, you just learn to deal with it. You know what I mean?
It's the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast with Evan T. Mack. Subscribe now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back. And the Bulls trail the Nuggets after the opening frame 29-25. The Nuggets, they remain the 8.5-point favorites on BetMGM, and the total points down slightly now to 223.5. Those are your courtside odds presented by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly. Chuck and Bill, back to you in Denver.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. Second quarter underway, 29-25 in favor of Denver. Jamal Murray, who's had a very quiet night. Bulls have done a great job bottling him up. In fact, Murray has yet to attempt a shot. He has 3 assists. Reggie Jackson, dribble drive, poked loose from beyond by Jackson. So Reggie has to throw it near the rim from 35 feet. Bounced off the iron, and here come the Bulls with Kobe. They go to Vooch. Left side to Rosen off a Vucevic screen. Double on the wall, Vooch to Kobe. And Kobe with an ankle pass picks it up, splits defense to the rim of the finish with the right hand or right angle. Kobe White.
Big play by Kobe. That was a horrible pass to him. They had to pick it up on the ground. He ends up making it. How about the Bulls in the first quarter? Started 3-11 shooting, but finished 8 of their last 14.
Jamal Murray with the spin at the foul line. Backing it on White. Double on the ball, the fade, the fire. And Jamal Murray, nothing but net. Bill, you have a history with Jamal.
The bio, yes. Was it the biotech game in
yes.
Canada?
Yep.
Did it. And you just talked about him not shooting the ball, and he goes and shoots the ball. What are you talking to him down there?
So again, he's a member of the Canadian national team. I'll tell you what, Bill, that national team's going to be loaded. Can you imagine a backcourt of Shea Gilgeous, Alexander, and Jamal Murray?
That would be phenomenal. I hope so, because Canada's got a lot of great players, and they just have not done well internationally. And they're due to qualify for world championships and Olympics.
Green with the foul, his first team first. DeRozan in front. Vooch, 4-3, got it. The Vooch for 3.
Make every three-pointer you shoot by partnering with LRS for your disposal needs. Learn more at lrsrecycles.com.
So good to see Vooch in the three-point column. He was 1 for his last 10. And Bryant bobbled the ball, recovered by the Bulls, 31-30. And the Bulls can take the lead right here on a post-up. Williams banging away with Jackson, turnaround jumper. Got it, count it, and a foul. Patrick Williams has been huge off the bench. for Billy Donovan's team. He has made all 4 shots. He's got 8 points, and the Bulls take a 32-31 lead at the 10-17 mark, looking for more at the foul line.
Yeah, Patrick Williams, the last time these teams played on November 13th, he had 15 points, and I just felt he'd come out here tonight and play real well. And the Bulls need him to. He's doing just that. We got a break on the floor. Bulls up 32-31. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on The Score on Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Ira Sumo here. This is your official radio home for the Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen to every moment of the action right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and the Odyssey app.
I'm JR of CBS Sports Radio, and I want to introduce you to a new podcast titled Agents of Inclusion, brought to you by Special Olympics, Odyssey, and JR Sport Brief Productions. Every Wednesday, we'll be speaking with a different Special Olympics athlete to share their stories of perseverance, accomplishment, and path towards inclusion. We don't want you to just listen. We want you to become an active agent of inclusion as well. Special Olympics, Agents of Inclusion, find it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
After crashing my bike, further testing revealed the unthinkable, aggressive prostate cancer. I'm Dave, and when my first hospital said they couldn't remove the tumor, I turned to the team at Northwestern Medicine.
Top ranked in Illinois for cancer and urology by U.S. News and World Report, Dave's team used breakthrough robotic surgery to remove his tumor.
Because of my team, this was a race I won.
Northwestern Medicine offers second opinions for all types of urologic conditions. Because what makes us better makes you better.
Hey guys, I'm David Spade. Applause.
I'm Dana Carvey. Are we the host of something?
Oh, Fly on the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dana, and I would never say this, one of Apple, Spotify, and Amazon's top podcasts of 2022. I'm just reading that. I would never say that.
We both got our break on a little thing called Saturday Night Live.
Each week we sit down with friends of the show and share stories and BS about the good old days of SNL. You can find Fly on the Wall, a presentation of Cadence 13 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
1 box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw, crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Support this season's Black-owned businesses by participating in the first ever Bulls Scavenger Hunt by BMO. Visit at least 3 businesses to be entered for a chance to win a VIP experience at a Bulls home game. Learn more and get started at bulls.com/business. And I want to remind everybody, I try to remember, when there's a turnover forced by the Bulls, brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers, reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
All right, so Williams with a 3-point play, and it's 33-31. Bulls by a deuce. We have played 2 minutes. Reggie Jackson, and they're going to Murray. Dribble drive with a ball fake. Jump pass, right side, Green. They go to Jackson with 5 on the clock. On the left side, long 3, got it. He rattled home a 26-footer on the left side. You know, after starting 3 of 11, the Bulls trailing by 10. The Bulls have made 11 of their last 17 from the field. In a 34-33, Denver lead by 1 on a clear-out. Vucevic against Thomas Bryant. Double down the ball from Jackson. Allowing Wright to take an open 3 on the right side. Nope. And Patrick Williams came away with the ball.
They stole it. Couldn't handle it. Denver does another turnover. I get to read that read again.
And Jamal Murray bumps Kobe White as Kobe put on the deck with the left hand on the right wing.
Yep. And when there's a turnover forced by the Bulls, brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers, reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Little shout out. Dan Collins helping us here on the broadcast, along with obviously the Nuggets Television Radio Network, as parents from Downers Grove and Lisle wants to send a mile-high shout-out to the Chicagoland area, Dan Collins.
Thank you, Dan. Oh, that's my shout-out.
Pooch, mid-range, 11-footer left side, no rebound, Jeff Green.
I'm glad you laughed at my silly jokes.
I'm the only one that does. 34-33, Denver by 1. Murray with the step back, 17-footer left side up and good. I'll tell you, how fluid of a player is Jamal Murray, Bill?
Yeah, he is kind of good.
Yeah, he's very good. You know, they have him on the board when he came out of Kentucky. He played 1 year. They had him third on the board. He went 7th. New Orleans took Buddy Hield over him. On the right side, jumper for 3 by Williams. So that's his first miss in 5 attempts. Rebound Denver, 36-33. Murray top side 3, in and out, stays out again. He's 2 threes away from becoming the all-time leader in Nuggets history for most made threes. Underneath, Vucevic curls, turns, and shoots with a right-handed baby hook on Green in the semicircle.
Great pass, and that's an assist sponsored by Great Lakes Credit Union, assisting members with their finances for over 80 years. GLCU.org.
Reggie Jackson with the 7-footer short on the right. Rebound Vooch. The Vooch in 11 minutes with a 9.7 rebound game. DeRozan on Brown, up, no. Pulled down by Green. Jeff Green has given this ball club a huge lift off the bench. 6 points, 3 rebounds in 8 minutes. Green, they go to Brown. Brown steps back. Now they feed the post. Green on a clear out against DeRozan. 2 veteran players here. Turnaround, baseline right. Rolled off iron, no. Rebound Williams, timeout Bulls. 36-35, Denver by 1. 7:44 left, second quarter on 670 the score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Billy Donovan here. This is your official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen to every moment right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and the Odyssey app.
Kevin Mack talks with Matt Hardy.
There's nothing like a wrestling fan, for better or for worse. How do you handle that, though? We're talking about people talking about your family, what they don't know about your family or your brother or you. How does one handle that on a day-to-day basis?
Something I joke about with the Young Bucks all the time. I said, if you would vanity search Matt Hardy on Twitter, I said, after you got to go 100 replies, you're going to quit the business and never be seen again. It's just, you just learn to deal with it. You know what I mean?
It's the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast with Evan T. Mack. Subscribe now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pans, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm JR of CBS Sports Radio, and I want to introduce you to a new podcast titled Agents of Inclusion, brought to you by Special Olympics, Odyssey, and JR Sport Reproductions. Every Wednesday, we'll be speaking with a different Special Olympics athlete to share their stories of perseverance, accomplishment, and path towards inclusion. We don't want you to just listen. We want you to become an active agent of inclusion as well. Special Olympics, Agents of Inclusion, find it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
On March 18th, when the Bulls take on the Miami Heat, fans in attendance will receive a Bulls bucket hat, courtesy of Corona. While supplies last. For tickets, visit Bulls.com. And fans get the hat, and I get the Corona.
Why am I not surprised? Chuck Swirsky, Bill Whittington, Alyssa Bergamini. We're in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. Want to welcome our guests tonight, Phil. They made the trip with us to Denver and Houston. We'll be in Houston on Saturday. The Magellan Corporation, great sponsors, corporate sponsors. Here's Levine on the drive to the rim. Continuation, count it, and a foul. Another sack attack to the cup. And Levine right now in the ball game. In 11 minutes, he's got a 9-point, 1-assist ball game. Oh, and now they got Rodney Micott waved off, or did he?
No.
They did wave it off. No continuation. Rodney Mott said continuation. Mark Davis said no. So side out of bounds for the Bulls. 36-35 Denver. Levine on the right point with a spin on Caldwell Pope. And we're going to have, normally this would go against Drummond, but this time it went against Denver.
Andre set a good screen up high, and it happened after Zach went over the screen.
Bill, we have our second final. We told you Atlanta beat the Wizards tonight.
Yes.
Boston over Portland, 115-93. Tatum had a 37-2 game. Lillard with 27 for the Blazers, who are on the outside looking in for a play-in tournament spot. Levine's free throw up and good. Zach has put together a magnificent start to March. He's averaging 36 in 3 games.
And we're in the second quarter, sponsored by Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11. Find highly skilled roofing contractors at chicago-roofingcontractors.org.
He's also been to the foul line 31 times in those 3 games. And tonight, he is 2 of 2 at the stripe. The Bulls are 5 of 5. You got Levine and Vucevic each with 9. Williams with 9 off the bench. 37-36 Bulls by 1. 7:20 left second. Vucevic on the right point with a handoff to Reggie Jackson. Back to Jokic. Jokic at the top of the key with the spin. Double on the ball to Caldwell Pope. In the right corner, Jackson. And the ball hits the rim. Nope. Rebound Brown to go back to Jackson. Sideline right. Let's see what the Nuggets run here. And we have Drummond. He got tangled up with Jokic. Foul line extended right. That's going to be a foul on Drummond.
And the Bulls have done a good job. We talked about offensive rebounds. That's just the second offensive rebound for the Denver Nuggets here in this game. Bulls have done a good job boxing out and limiting the shooting opportunities for Denver. And really, Bulls winning in all statistics. Just it's only 3-point shooting that Denver is winning in, and they're shooting 50% right now from behind the 3-point line. 6 of 12 Denver is.
On the inbounds, Williams and Gordon fighting for it, and Gordon gives it up to Jackson. Right corner, Porter with a sidestep to his left for 3. Good. Players have fallen in love with this move, Bill, where there's a flyby and they just move either left or right, and they have a better clear vision for a 3-ball. Porter really is coming to his own, Bill.
He has.
Inside Drummond, underneath, and a backdoor cut. Ayo Dosunmu races in baseline right and lays it in. Nice pass from Drummond.
That is a great pass right there. Nice high-low.
I see what you did there. A high, get it?
Yeah, Rocky Mountain High.
Jokic spins, no. Rebound. It's Beverly over the timeline. Patrick Beverly, we're tied at 39. Just over 6 minutes left first half. Levine triple drive on Jokic and lays it in with the right hand.
Again, Zach Levine can get to the rim anytime he wants. Jokic standing right there and just mistimed his swat.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. That is so soft on Jokic. He gets a free pass defensively here.
Yep.
He really does. I watch League Pass. They really don't go after him on his defense. He's such a gifted offensive star, though, and he lays it in with the right hand on a wheel move to the rim. 41 apiece. Jokic now with a 7-2-5 game. Levine creating. Levine zigzags. Foul line jumper. 15-footer. Rim no. Rebound Jokic.
See, and that's a nice play. I'd run that play again because Jokic on the screen, he's dropping down under the basket to get a rebound, not challenging the shot.
Porter. Jokic. Passed up a 3. Now he puts it on the deck. Setting up Caldwell Pope. Left corner 3 off the mark. Rebound Drummond. We're tied at 41 with 5:09 left, second quarter. Drummond handling the rock. He gives it up to Dosunmu with a crossover. And he brushed off Caldwell Pope. And that's an offensive foul on Ayo Dosunmu.
You know what? It wouldn't have been, but after the contact, he extended his arm out. Caldwell Pope was flopping on the play, but because Ayo extended his arm out from the elbow further, it was a push-off. Tough play right there, and we get substitution as Alex Caruso comes back in the game. I want to remind everybody, substitution sponsored by Remy Martin, official spirit of Bulls Radio, team up for excellence.
5 minutes left, second quarter. Jokic inside three-point arc straight ahead on Vucevic with a handoff Jamal Murray. Murray, a runner, using the left hand, left angle, no. 50-50 ball. Jokic pulls it down. He got triple team, had it, and comes down with it on a post-up on Vooch. They're good friends, but when they're competing, it's a different story. He just threw it away. Bulls ball over the 8-second line to Rosen. At the top of the key, between the legs, dribbled at the foul line. Turnaround jumper on Murray. Gives it up. Left corner to Beverly. Open three. No. Rebound Jamal Murray. 41 apiece. 4:20 left second quarter. Murray at the top of the circle. Three ball. Laser got it. So Jamal Murray now, his first three ball on the night. And he is tied Will Barton for most made threes in Nuggets history. One away from breaking it. Timeout Bulls, 44-41 Denver. 4:17 left second on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. Bulls win.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
At Kia, we believe the driveway is more than a driveway. It's where legendary performances reside. The buzzer beaters from the curb, the fadeaways, step backs, pump fakes, on a 1-on-0, 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro, the MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. From the clutch players to the 8-speed automatic transmissions, the 360 dunkers to the 360 view camera systems, to long-range shooters and even longer-range rides. Here's to the legends of the driveway, the Kia Telluride X Pro. Kia is the official vehicle of the Chicago Bulls.
Kia, movement that inspires. Surround view and blind spot view monitors are not substitutes for safe driving and may not display all objects around vehicle. Always drive safely and use caution.
And back in Denver, it's time for our League Leaders, brought to you locally by Leader Automotive Group. Visit LeaderAuto.com. And how about Zach Levine leading all scores in this game with 11? He is our League Leader, brought to you by Leader Automotive Group.
And Eric Gordon with a rejection on Caruso. After the timeout, Gordon stumbles to the rim, and we have a tripping foul on Caruso. Aaron Gordon got all ball on that. Aaron Gordon out of the University of Arizona. He is a splendid defensive player. He leads Denver in blocked shots now with 41. On the inbounds, it goes to Murray. Ball poked out of bounds by Caruso in the left corner, right in front of the Bulls bench. 44-41 Denver, 3:56 left.
You want to be careful. That defensive play could be a spark that ignites this Denver team and gives them momentum.
Jamal Murray line to lane. Murray, they go left side. Jokic back to Murray. Three ball. Nope. Rebound, Patrick Beverly. Beverly accelerates over the timeline with a little hop and a little skip. In front to the Rosen foul line. Bounce pass. Left wing Caruso. Go underneath the Vooch and a foul on Jamal Murray.
That was a nice pass by Alex Caruso. Vooch had the little one on Murray on him under the basket.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, Billy came off ACL, and he's healthy. He is an outstanding basketball player.
Yes,
period.
He is. Smart, basketball savvy, can shoot, can put the ball on the floor.
Out of Kitchener, Ontario, just about an hour from downtown Toronto. Grew up a huge Raptor fan, and Bill, as a lot of kids, they gravitated to watching Vince Carter.
Yep.
And the free throw up and good by Vucevic. And so Vooch now in 13 minutes, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 dime, 44-43 Denver. And we got Murray going down on the floor. And Caruso really playing him so physical, Bill. Murray with 7 points, 3 assists to the board.
Caruso's second foul. And that was barely a touch.
Yeah, it was.
I think their shorts brushed.
Murray over the midcourt line. Murray, top of the circle. Murray to the rim. Can't finish with the left hand. Aaron Gordon took it away from Levine. Porter, right side, deep three, no. Pulled down by Zach. 44-43, Denver by 1. 3:11 left. First half action here in Denver. He averaged 19,000 per game. At the foul line, Vooch got it from 16.
A nice ball movement right there. How about the little penetration by Beverly? Vooch wide open at the foul line.
He leads the ball club in scoring, for that matter, a game high 13. 45-44, Bulls by 1. If the Bulls win, they trail the Wizards by only a game. And Jokic using the left hand on the left baseline, and he scores.
Yeah, well, there are 2 minutes left and a half. Sponsored by Insure on the Spot. Start saving today with Chicagoland's #1 auto insurance agency.
Jokic with a 9-4-5 game. Caruso right quarter 3. Nope. Rebound Jokic. Baseball pass to Jamal Murray. Murray on the left side. Dribble drive. Top of the key. Aaron Gordon lines up at a 3. Way off the mark. Down the floor. Leaking out. DeMar DeRozan with the two-handed slam dunk.
A nice play right there. Great lead pass down the floor. Taking care of the basketball, getting the rebounds, and looking up the floor.
Yep.
Easy buckets.
Bulls gave Denver a little of their own medicine. Here's Murray with the spin. Turnaround. Tough shot. Rimmed out from 16 feet on the right.
Yeah, he made a great spin move, but look, he was a little off balance on that. Good defense by Alex.
High post Vucevic at the top of the key. They go left wing Caruso. Back in front to Levine. Belt high, left hand dribble against Jamal Murray. Stop and go. Dribble drive to the rim. The finish with the right hand.
Tell you what, anytime he wants. And Denver not doing a good job when the perimeter player gets beat. No help is coming.
The Bulls have 30 points in the paint. Left quarter, and it goes to Caldwell Pope. Foul line left, and it's Michael Porter Jr. from 17 feet.
Yeah, he looked to pass the ball, but the Bulls a little slow getting out to him, and he was inside the foul line. It was a 16-foot jumper right there.
49-48, Bulls by 1. Levine against Caldwell Pope inside boots. Right quarter Caruso. Nobody near him, and he missed on a 3-ball. No one was near him from 20 feet, Bill.
Nope.
And then a bad pass by Jokic. Gordon had his ball, the back to the ball, and then they come away with a turnover. The Nuggets took it away from the Bulls. Here's Murray tied up by Beverly in the left corner. And the ball poked loose by Beverly all over him. Murray with 8 on the clock. Double pump using the left hand and scores. He got sandwiched, and then he threw a kiss to the Bulls bench.
Great players make great moves. Bulls play terrific defense there. He just kept his cool, kept the ball alive, and pivoted away from the defense. Wow.
DeRozan in traffic. The pitch out Caruso. They go back to tomorrow. One bounce left corner 3. No. Rebound. DeRozan had it, lost it, went off his hand. It's a 5-on-4 for Denver. DeRozan still in backcourt, but Jokic gives it up to Caldwell Pope. Right quarter Porter. Blast to the rim on the right baseline with a two-handed dunk. That was costly, Bill.
That was. And it looked like Denver was going to hold the ball for one last shot and wait the clock, but it just took so long for DeMar to get back into the play. He got a dunk out of it.
52-49 Denver. DeRozan pinched down a double. They go wide left side. Levine. Levine against Caldwell Pope and Jokic. To the rim on the left angle with a right-handed layup. Nobody can stop Zach Levine, and that will end the first half of play. Denver 52 and the Bulls 51.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is 670 The Score and the Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Mully here. Let's talk Bulls on the Mully and Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score. Always live on the free Odyssey app, WSCR and HD Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
And we're back. Let's take another quick break, and we got the Kia Halftime Show coming up next right here on Chicago Bulls Basketball and The Score and Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, DeMar DeRozan here. This is your official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen to every moment of the action right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score in the Odyssey app.
Hey guys, I'm David Spade. Applause.
I'm Dana Carvey. Are we the host of something?
Oh, Fly on the Wall. Mm-hmm. Now Dana, and I would never say this, one of Apple, Spotify, and Amazon's top podcasts of 2022. I'm just reading that. I would never say that.
We both got our break on a little thing called Saturday Night Live.
Each week we sit down with friends of the show and share stories and BS about the good old days of SNL. You can find Fly on the Wall, a presentation of Cadence 13 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
One box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
My Chicago bank was acquired by some big out-of-state bank.
You know, you should try my bank, Marquette Bank. They're a modern neighborhood bank with bankers who actually care. They've got the digital stuff you need, and they're the only bank in Chicago with fun rewards. Plus, they do monthly service projects to help people in the neighborhood.
When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Love where you bank.
Bulls fans, welcome to the Kia Halftime Show, brought to you by the Legend of the Driveway, the Telluride X-Pro, official vehicle of the Chicago Bulls. Kia, movement that inspires. Here's Chuck Swirsky.
Halftime here in Denver, Bulls Nuggets. I thought we'd feature Billy Donovan in a different light at halftime as we talked about the importance of transparency and communication with coach and player. Our interview sponsored by Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
I always said this when I was growing up. I always was hit with a dose of reality and truth and direct, straight talk. And a lot of times people maybe today would find it offensive. I look at it from a perspective of, for me personally, I know everybody internalizes things differently, but for me personally, it helped me. It helped me. And I'm happy that I had people like that in my life that told me the truth and were very, very direct about it, didn't sugarcoat it.
Can you do that today with an NBA player? Did you do that at Florida? Because Joakim Noah, long before I met you, Coach, Joe and I would have great talks about you. He loves you, like flat out loves you, and said you were transparent. You made him a great player, made him a lot of money in the NBA because you made him a great player. But in today's world, can you have those direct talks?
I think you can have direct talks. You got to do it maybe a little bit differently than it was done 35, 40 years ago. And I understand that. Everybody internalizes and takes things differently. But, I think there's a way, if a guy needs to be in better shape, you can talk to him about those things. I still believe wholeheartedly that you got to be honest and direct and straightforward. I mean, you can do it, in a way that I think in maybe some cases lifts a player up, lifts him up. I think you can do that. It was just the era that I came from. I wasn't different from anybody else. That's just the way it was, there was just a lot of direct, straightforward talk. And, I think today there's a lot more awareness on terms of what these guys are going through. Like as a player, when I was growing up, I never had to deal with social media. I never had to deal with any of the stuff that these guys had. These guys had to deal with way more than what I ever had to deal with. So there's a lot, things have changed in a lot of ways, but I also think there's been a lot more pressure placed on players. I think there's a lot more things that they deal with and, that are surrounding them. You go home and you have a bad game as a player, you just don't answer the phone.
Yep.
Now, everybody can say whatever they want about guys. So I do think you can talk honestly and openly. I think players want that. And there's a right way to do those things. But I think you also have to understand, that this era that these guys are playing in is totally different than it was, all the way back. And things change and things evolve. And, you learn more in coaching and you learn more. Like for me, that style of coaching for me when I was a player worked for me. I wouldn't say it worked for every player, but it worked for me. So, I was thankful for that. But there was other guys that, had a hard time with that, quite honestly. And, I think that what you've got to do is every individual person is their own individual person. And I think it's important to have an individual relationship and understand how you can talk to a guy to try to help him, in a way. And that doesn't mean that you can't be truthful. But, you've got to, I always tells me all the time, I love him. He says, just be direct with me. Just tell me exactly what it is, and, I do. But, other guys, want to be, want things done, in a way that's going to help lift them up to be a good player. You don't want to put a player in a position where they're not playing well. You want to help them play well. And however you got to do as a coach, you try to do it.
Great stuff from the head coach of the Bulls, Billy Donovan. Third quarter coming up next. Right here on 670 The Score, your Horizon Therapeutics Bulls radio network.
Bulls fans, Nikola Vucevic here. This is your official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen every moment of the action right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and the Odyssey app.
Join Parkins and Spiegel in Vegas.
I got so excited.
Join the guys at Circa Resort and Casino March 23rd and 24th as they broadcast live from Stadium Swim.
We're at Circa for the second weekend of the tournament.
Hang out at Circa for their tournament watch parties, an experience like no other. Log on to circalasvegas.com or call 833-247-2258 to reserve your stay today and join Parkins and Spiegel for 2 days of madness.
Vegas is hosting the tournament.
Coming up March 23rd and 24th at Circa Resort and Casino, home of the world's largest sports book.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. March means spring cleaning, so clean out your old, harsh cleaning products and replace them with products that are green certified. Better yet, make your own cleaning products using items like baking soda and vinegar. Also, get rid of hazardous materials such as paints, motor oil, and pharmaceuticals at proper disposal locations to keep them out of the water supply. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Planning a wedding is intimidating, but finding the perfect suit shouldn't be. Design your dream suit at Indochino.com and use code PODCAST for 10% off any purchase of $399 or more. That's INDOCHINO.com, code podcast.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2023 Bank of America, N.A.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, just like our customer, Christine.
I'm a director and a performer. I got a free phone from Cricket, and I've used it to live stream 73 of my shows on social media.
How do you like it?
It's fabulous!
Switch to Cricket and get a free Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Welcome back in. The Chicago Bulls trail the Nuggets by 52-51 at halftime. Bulls are the 7.5-point underdogs on BetMGM, and the total points they are down now to 216.5. Player props to check in on at halftime for the Bulls. Zach LaVine, he leads all Bulls scorers with 15 points at the half on 6 of 10 from the floor. His points prop bet, well, that was set at 25.5, so on trend for the over points. And for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray, he has dished out 3 dimes through 19 minutes, tracking his over 6.5 assists at plus 100 on BetMGM for more to cover the over. And those were your courtside odds at halftime presented by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you are winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly.
Bulls fans, Zach LaVine here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball.
Register for BetMGM using code WindyCity and get back up to $1,000 in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age and older to wager. Illinois only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualifications and eligibility requirements. First online real money wagers only. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
If you're thinking about a new Subaru this season, do yourself a favor. Take a short drive north and see my friends at Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Mike and his team never inflate prices based on product availability. They've got a great selection of Subaru models in stock, on the way, or you can custom order yours today. I don't always support the teams from up north, but I do when it's Kenosha Subaru. Visit ZieglerSubaruKenosha.com. For all you do, Kenosha Subaru.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
One box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw, crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Halftime here in Denver, 52-51 Nuggets. Chuck Swirsky, Bill Weddington, Alyssa Bergametti, as Josh Schur has been counted up to join us for halftime, and he has just given us a great stat that the Bulls have scored 32 points in the paint, 32 of their 51. Very, very impressive. Again, Atlanta beats Washington tonight on the road, 122-120. Cavs beat Miami in Miami by 4. Portland losing to Boston tonight in the Northeast, 115-93. New Orleans, 113-106 over Dallas. Back with more in a moment. Bulls Radio Network.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Leader Automotive Group doesn't follow car buying trends. They lead. Their number one priority is to give you the best car buying experience possible. You can see the difference the moment you walk into one of their dealerships. Leader has 16 quality brands and makes for you to choose from, and you'll find a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles too. Chances are you'll find your perfect car at a Leader dealership. Leader Automotive will always lead the way. Come visit or go to leaderauto.com to find a dealer near you.
Switch to Insure on the spot and save money on your auto insurance. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Just a free quote in 2 minutes. Call 773-202-5060 or visit insureonthespot.com.
Our Keys to the Game sponsored by Fair Oaks Ford, Fair Oaks Lincoln in Naperville. Visit fairoaksford.com, fairoakslincoln.com. Chuck Swirsky, Bill Weddington, Alyssa Bergametti, all the fine folks at 670 The Score Studios, including Adam Stasinski, Sean Sears, and Jesse Trio spinning the dials here in Denver. Bill, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are the Bulls played well, but every time they came back, got it closer, took the lead. A couple 3-point shots by Denver gave them the lead. They lead the Bulls in that department by 6 3-point shots made.
All right, we start the third quarter of play. Denver ball 52-51 Nuggets. Murray, they go up top, Gordon. Gordon lets it fly, a tough side three, and scores.
I don't mean to say right on cue, but that's kind of the way things have gone. They started the game off making 2 threes in a row.
And again, Bill, he's not a very good three-point shooter, but they gave him that shot, and he made it to his credit. So Levine dribble drive with a step-back foul line left, 19-footer, nope, pulled down by Michael Porter Jr.
The third quarter is sponsored by Horizon Therapeutics, where science and compassion work together to transform lives.
Gordon now in a clear out against Levine. Dribble drive, lost the handle, but recovers and lays it in with the left hand. Essentially passed the ball to himself.
Yeah, it got tipped away, though.
Yep.
And again, it's just a loose ball. Bulls starting off doing defense well, but you got to get that loose ball when it gets knocked away.
57-51, Denver by 6. First minute of play, third quarter. DeRozan hides behind a Vucevic screen. They go to Vooch at the top of the key to Caruso. Caruso fakes left, goes right, foul line. Left corner, Levine, dribble drive. On a side step, on a reverse, and scores as he blew past Jokic.
I can't say it enough. Zach LaVine can get to the rim anytime he wants.
57-53, Denver. Gordon out of control, just threw it up near the rim from 6 short. Rebound Bulls. Here's Beverly. Beverly gives it up left side now to DeRozan. 15 on the shot clock. DeRozan against Murray. DeRozan with his back to the rim, mid-post left, allowing Boots to take a clean 3-ball and sinks it.
With that three-pointer, partner with LRS, the nation's independent MVP of the waste industry. Request a quote today at lrsrecycles.com.
57-56, Denver by 1. They're so concerned about DeRozan, Bill, that Vucevic has nailed 2 threes tonight. Jamal Murray turns baseline right with the runner, using the window too strong. A rebound, Vucevic, and here's Levine on a 3-on-2. The lead pass, Caruso to the rim. Shot blocked by Porter. Caruso wanted goaltending. Gordon driving on Vooch to the rim and a foul.
Porter got that. I think Caruso, thought he got it off the backboard. It was close. We're kind of high up here, so it's hard to see exactly what happened. And you know what? Caruso's right. It hit the backboard first. That was goaltending.
Well, too late now, Bill.
Charlie, it's never too late.
Well, the play continued.
It's never too late, and sometimes the thought doesn't count.
Okay. Aaron Gordon puts it on the floor. 57-56, Denver by 1. They won 4 in a row, 30-4 at home. He makes the first of 2. Meantime, Phoenix playing Oklahoma City, and Devin Booker has scored 30 of the Suns' 61 first-half points.
I think he's kind of a good player.
Yeah, it's been seamless with him and Durant. They haven't lost yet, Bill, together.
No, they have not.
Gordon missed on the second attempt. 58-56, Denver by 2.
I didn't think it'd take a lot. I think Durant wants to win, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to win, and he can fit in, make his game conform.
Nice pass. Vooch to a cutting. Caruso with a right-handed layup off the ball. Alex Caruso.
And that was a great play because you had ball movement and body movement as Caruso cuts through the lane and wide open.
Caruso's first made field goal in 6 attempts. We're tied at 58. To the rim. Got it. Counted foul. Aaron Gordon again.
Such a great athlete. He just had hang time. He took off early, I thought, and was able to just hang in the air and make that shot at the rim. And I think he got hit by, is that Vooch that got the foul?
Rosen, his first, second team. Gordon at the line. Aaron Gordon in 18 minutes with a 13-3 game. He's 2 of 4 from the stripe and the free throw, and he missed another one. 60-58, Denver by 2. DeRozan walks it over the midcourt line as he leans over the bounce, left wing, left forecourt. Beyond the back pass to Vooch. And they go in the paint to Caruso. Brings it out against Caldwell Pope. Caruso, line to the lane, stops, pops, fires, got it from 5 feet.
It's a nice play right there by Caruso. Caught the ball in the lane. He wasn't ready to shoot it, but just kept his balance, kept the ball alive. Gets a good shot.
Mid-post left. Gordon turns on Levine on a post-up. To the rim on a reverse no. Tip with the right hand. Gordon again. He has dominated play for the Denver Nuggets here in the third quarter. Denver reclaims the lead 62-60. Now in a clear out. DeRozan to the rim on Murray. He lays it in.
Just a nice, strong move by DeMar DeRozan right there. Right in front of the rim. Really, Denver not setting anyone to help.
And the Nuggets turn it over with Caruso. Lines are laid on Murray to the rim, and he scores. And the Bulls take a 64-62 lead as the Nuggets with 10 here in the third, all scored by Aaron Gordon. But this time, Caruso getting it done, and he has the Bulls in front by 2 with 8:07 to go in the third on 670 the score. Verizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Alex Caruso here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
One box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. Whew. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Odyssey is celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop all year long with Hip-Hop Made. Download the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, where we explore the sounds of 50 years of hip-hop. Let's go. Just search Hip-Hop Made for stations that represent the decades of hip-hop, the cities of hip-hop, the moves, the culture, the artists, the future, and live stations from around the country that represent hip-hop right now in your favorite city. Odyssey.com/hip-hop made and on the free Odyssey app.
Using your phone should never have to be a luxury. Walmart Family Mobile now offers free or discounted plans through the Affordable Connectivity Program. ACP is a government program that helps eligible Americans have access to wireless service. You could get unlimited talk, text, and 8 GB of high-speed data for free when you qualify. Apply now at myfamilymobile.com/ACP. Walmart Family Mobile is supported by the Affordable Connectivity Program and Lifeline government assistance programs. Please visit myfamilymobile.com/ACP for more information.
Imagine buying a pair of sneakers and getting a soothing, gentle foot massage like you'd get during a relaxing pedicure just by walking. Skechers' new Massage Fit sneakers. Because Skechers, the comfort technology company, has designed a unique innovation that makes it feel like you're pampering your feet with a gentle massage in every step. The secret is Skechers' new patented wave technology on the sole that gently massages your feet while you're walking around. Find them for men and women at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Bulls fans, you can win tickets to a game this season by predicting tonight's game inside the Bulls app. Download the Bulls app now to play Bulls IQ, presented by AT&T. How about the Bulls tonight? They got 42 points in the paint. Zach LaVine is on a roll. And it's time for Who's on a Roll, sponsored by Bet Rivers, Chicago's hometown sportsbook. Zach LaVine with 17 leading all scorers in this game, and he is on a roll, sponsored by Bet Rivers.
Jamal Murray, one field goal away from setting the all-time made three ball list in Nuggets history. Porter with a spin on Beverly, comes up shooting circle left, misfired from 19. Rebound Nikola Vucevic, and for the Boots, she's got a 16-11 game, his 40th double-double on the year, and his first in the month of March. Left point, Boots feeling it, misfired from 19 feet on the left side. Over the timeline, Aaron Gordon. Gordon has scored all the points for Denver here in the third. Dribble drive, bulldozed his way in the chest of Levine, and Levine is called for a blocking foul.
Want to remind everybody, when there's a block shot, block sponsored by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly.
Gordon, jump hook, right hand short, and a late whistle and a foul.
My goodness.
Oh, are they going to check up Levine? Oh, he threw the ball near Mark Davis, and the Denver bench wants a check on Levine. Wow.
And we get a look at it. That was a late whistle.
So DeMar with his second foul, and Gordon at the line again. Yeah. But Aaron Gordon is only 2 of 5 from the line. He's got a 15-4 game. Now they changed it to Levine, and that's the right call.
Yep. Zach is upset, and he's close. He almost got a tee, but it was kind of a pass, but it was A little early.
Gordon up? No. Wow. I'll tell you what, Denver, they've taken only 8 free throws. The Bulls have taken only 7, but Gordon is 2 of 6 from the foul line. Gordon again lines it up, and he makes it.
Got quiet in here, didn't it?
Yep, sure did. Full 64-63. Third quarter action lead here. 7 minutes remaining. Levine works on Caldwell Pope with a spin at the foul line. Jump pass, and they go to DeRozan. DeRozan, mid-range jumper, left the lane from 10. No, rebound Gordon.
Spacing broke down.
Yes,
shot.
it did. Good point, Bill. Aaron Gordon, the Porter with the catch and shoot. Way off the mark on the right side, leaking out. Levine from Caruso, and a windmill right-handed slam dunk. Zach Levine eating some mile-high rim. And that dunk sponsored by Duncan. The Bulls are ripping on Duncan. 66-63. Bulls on the road. Jokic with a wraparound dribble. Double on the wall. Chop from behind. Stolen by DeRozan. 3-on-1. DeRozan to Levine with a left-handed layup. And the Bulls have taken a 5-point lead. 68-63. Boy, take nothing away from the Bulls tonight. They are bringing it against Denver. Jokic holding and looking. He has a pump on a drive to the rim. No, his foul, shoots 2.
Little pump fake by Jokic. Doesn't really like to shoot threes. He can, but he doesn't like to. Last 5 games, Jokic shooting 50% from behind the three-point line, 79% from the foul line, where he's at right now.
Nikola Jokic, 25 triple-doubles, 101 for his career, and the free throw is off the mark. Denver is 4 of 10. Jokic, only 2 players have taken free throws tonight, Gordon and Jokic, and they're 4 of 10 combined.
Wow. And Gordon 63% from the foul line. You kind of figure, okay, he's going to have a tough time, but Jokic on the season, 82%.
Denver is 30-4 at home.
And the 4 losses is by a total of 8 points.
Yep. Detroit, Dallas, New York, OKC. And Jokic goes 0 for 2 at the line.
Goodness, thank you.
68-63 Bulls under 6 minutes left. Third quarter. Beverly. And they go in the post. And Vucevic on a backdoor cut intended for Levine. It rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, Levine took his eye off the ball just for a second. That was going to be another dunk.
The Bulls have yet to attempt a free throw here in the third. Denver 2 of 7. Jokic topside 3, no. Put back by Gordon, no. Gordon double pump, got stripped, turned it over. Here's Kobe over the midcourt line. 5-on-4 for the Bulls. Kobe gets up, he threw it away.
Wow.
Caldwell Pope, the lead pass, Brown. Driving on Kobe to the rim and the finish.
It could have been a goaltending. They hit the backboard when the ball was on the rim.
Sure did.
His game has just gotten kind of sloppy all of a sudden.
Yes, it has. Very much so. 68-65 Bulls. Kobe standing, dribble off to the right. Cross court, Levine. Levine, 2 jab steps, puts it on the deck.
Oh,
stripped from behind and stolen by Brown. Brown, his pass deflected. Taken away by the Bulls. And it's Levine driving on Jokic. Gives it up right corner. Beverly open 3. Bam! Patrick Beverly.
Big time three-pointer. That three-pointer partnered with LRS, the nation's independent MVP of the waste industry. Request a quote today at lrsrecycles.com.
71-65 in favor of the Bulls. Porter for 3 off the mark. Rebound Bulls. The Nuggets are flat. We're not talking Rocky Mountain High here. We're talking like the farms of Illinois, the playing fields, and Vucevic to the rim. He's fouled. 71-65 Bulls.
And the Bulls have found a recipe of success here tonight, and that's attack the rim.
Yep.
And that time, Vooch gets the ball on the foul line and just a little head and shoulder fake, not even a pump fake with the ball, just head and shoulder fake, freezes the defense, puts it on the floor, and gets fouled as he's going to the foul line. Bulls 7 of 7 from the foul line as a team tonight. So Charlie mentioned before, now 8 of 8 as Vooch makes the first. Bulls have not shot a lot of foul shots here tonight. Bulls shooting from the floor 51%. Bulls have taken one more shot than Denver has, 58-57.
Yep.
And that's because they're taking care of the basketball. Turnover is not an issue tonight for the Bulls. So far, both teams with 7.
The Bulls on a 15-5 run over the last 5 minutes. 73-65 in favor of the Bulls. Jokic, topside 3 off the mark.
That was a bad shot.
Yep.
Vooch was right there in front. That was a lazy shot. You mentioned, he looks a little tired. That was a
Levine topside 3. Yes! Back-to-back jacks for the Bulls. And the Bulls have opened up an 11-point lead on the road. 76-65. Gordon on a post up on Kobe White. Splits the defense. Tumbles, falls to the floor to foul.
Well, if you got to foul somebody, that's the guy to foul. Gordon right now is, as we said, is 63% on the season. But here tonight is 3 of 7 from the foul line. So Kobe White picks up the foul. As Billy Donovan's got Andre Drummond and Ayo Dosunmu ready to check back into the game.
So Gordon again at the line where he's 3 of 7. And the free throw is missed again. He's 3 of 8.
I don't want to say it's comical, but it's so close. I mean, they're just rolling in and out.
Well, Bill, I'll tell you what. I mean, Denver has played, no pun intended, at such a high level here at home. They are bound to have one of these games, and it happened tonight against the Bulls. Gordon splits a pair. 76-66, Bulls by 10. Wow. Levine. Picked up by Reggie Jackson's Drummond, a former teammate of Jackson in Detroit. Now they go to Patrick Williams. Pass deflected, gets it back, picks it up. Williams gives it up to Kobe outside the three-point arc on the right. Puts it on the deck, double on the ball, dribble drive, finds Williams over the left side 3. Got it! Back to back to back, Jacks!
And Patrick Williams putting together a big game tonight. He's got now 12 points off the bench.
Gordon to the rim twice now. Bulls in front, 79-66, 3:10 left third. Williams, they go sideline left to Kobe White. White, left-hand dribble drive, foul line left. They go to Drummond. Drummond dives in. Ribby, no. Tipped in the air, brought down by Jokic. Jokic leading the break over the timeline. Jokic to the rim. Shot rejected by Drummond, but it comes out to Jackson. And the right side 3 good.
A tough break right there. Bulls, good job defensively, but Denver gets the rebound, kicks it out, get a good look at it from Jackson.
79-69, Bulls by 10. Levine off the dribble, right side 3. Hits the top of the backboard. Rebound, Jokic. Jokic over the timeline. Jokic finds Brown, sees a seam, and throws it down. Oh, my goodness. With an emphatic right-handed hammer dunk, timeout, Bulls. 79-71 Bulls, 2:22 left third on 670 the score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fan, Ayo Dosunmu here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network and the Odyssey app.
Thanks for switching lanes to Racing Cane's.
1 box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw, crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Odyssey is celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop all year long with Hip-Hop Made. Download the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, where we explore the sounds of 50 years of hip-hop. Let's go. Just search Hip-Hop Made for stations that represent the decades of hip-hop, the cities of hip-hop, the moves, the culture, the artists, the future, and live stations from around the country that represent hip-hop right now in your favorite city. Odyssey.com/Hip-Hop Made and on the free Odyssey app.
Holy cow!
Join the Score's Parkins and Spiegel Show for the 25th Annual Worldwide Toast to Harry Carey, Wednesday, March 29th. Broadcasting live at Harry Carey's Tavern, Navy Pier, 2 to 6 p.m. All to pay tribute to Harry and vote him the mayor of Rush Street.
How about that?
And of course, you are invited. The 25th Annual Worldwide Toast to Harry Carey. Go to harrycareys.com for info.
Holy cow!
Brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
The Bulls of 1906 and Just Don retail collection designed by Don C. and the Bulls is now available for purchase at the Madhouse Team Store in the United Center atrium. Inspired by sports from across the world, and collection highlights the brand's global appeal and fusion of sports and fashion. Check out the full collection at bulls.com/justdon.
Right, so after the timeout, 79-71 Bulls, 2:15 and running here in the third quarter. They go to Drummond on the left side. DeRozan rolling to his right, one-on-one against Jamal Murray, spins, turnaround jumper, foul line, 15-footer, short, rebound Brown. Down the floor, sideline right to Reggie Jackson. Toys with that dribble. Sealed off the right baseline by Io. Right wing Jokic, 4-3, good.
Jokic just trailed the play. They tried to push the ball up and get a fast break point. They couldn't do it. Jokic, much like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the end of his career, trails the play and steps in for a three. Although Kareem didn't do that. He trailed the play a lot, though.
Yes, he did. Io on Jokic at mid-range, 14-footer on the right side, up and good. 81-74 Bulls. We have 90 seconds left. Third quarter. What a ball game here in the Mile High City. Jokic going to tee up another three. Left side, no, short. Offensive rebound, Brown on a reset on the clock for the Nuggets. Murray, right side three. Rim down. Rebound, Drummond. The outlet pass at midcourt to Io. Io, left side, Williams, and a pass off to Io and a foul on the Nuggets.
I tell you what, the Nuggets were making those 3-point shots they were taking in the first half. Bulls have done a good job. They're getting a little tired out there, I believe the Nuggets are. And Patrick Williams pushing the pace, coming down the floor. I thought he was going to go to the foul line. It looked like a continuation to me.
81-74 Bulls.
I am a mile and a half high.
Kobe, stop and go, dribble drive, nice pass. Patrick Williams with a slam dunk. A two-handed delivery right down the pipe.
A great connection right there. A drive under the basket and a hard cut by Patrick Williams right down the center of the lane.
9-point lead for the Bulls. Under a minute to go, third. Jackson, they go to Jokic now. Jokic against Drummond. Jokic, foul line right. On a post-up, deep in the paint. Curls, turns, shoots, short. Tipped in the air, pulled down by Drummond.
Great defense by Andre Drummond. Jokic just could not get to the rim, which he was trying to do. Tried to flip it up over Drummond, but to no avail.
DeRozan at the point. Foul line, 15-footer. Rimming no. Tip gut by Drummond.
Andre Drummond using his size and weight right now, getting great position on the offensive boards.
85-74, Bulls by 11. Brown to the rack and a score inside the semicircle.
Tough shot. Kobe White came over from the weak side to try and help out. Acrobatic move by Brown.
15 seconds left, third quarter. 85-76, Bulls on the road. Washington has lost tonight to Atlanta, and the Bulls can be right there knocking on the Wizards' door should they win. DeRozan, top of the key, 18-footer, no, and a foul on Jeff Green.
Right. Jeff Green had his hands up, and it came just a little bit forward. Just enough to warrant the call, as Mark Davis says, yes, contact and the foul.
The Vooch, by the way, has recorded his 40th double-double tonight, becoming the fourth player in franchise history, Bill.
Yeah, Artis Gilmore, Paul Gasol, and Charles Oakley.
In multiple seasons. Pretty good company.
Very
Breather
good
up and good by DeRozan.
Seems they forgot to put my name on that list. I have to talk to somebody about that.
It's just the news. You got to talk to Beth Essler and Josh Schur in the PR department. 86-76, Bulls by 10 with 2 seconds left. DeRozan approaches the line tomorrow in 28 minutes, 11.6 assists. Another toss up. Got it. Oh, the Bulls have put together a splendid third quarter here.
Yes,
Green in play to Jokic. From midcourt, good of it goes. Rim down. And we go to the fourth quarter, 87-76. It's all good. It's all Bulls outscoring the Nuggets 36-24 in the Bulls radio network.
Bulls fans, DeMar DeRozan here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Evan Mack talks with Matt Hardy.
There's nothing like a wrestling fan, for better or for worse. How do you handle that, though? We're talking about people talking about your family, what they don't know about your family or your brother or you. How does one handle that on a day-to-day basis?
Something I joke about with the Young Bucks all the time. I said, if you would vanity search Matt Hardy on Twitter, I said, after you got to go 100 replies, you're going to quit the business and never be seen again. It's just, you just learn to deal with it. You know what I mean?
It's the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast with Evan T. Mack. Subscribe now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly benefit a business's bottom line. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs for their facilities. Because at ComEd, we're powering your business's future. Learn more.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
One box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Welcome back in. The Bulls lead the Nuggets 87-76 entering the final frame. The script is flipped. The Bulls are now the 5.5-point favorites. Total points at 220.5. One more quarter to sweat your bets. Those were your courtside odds presented by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly. Chuck Bill, back to you in Denver.
Thank you, Alyssa. The Bulls, 2 quarters in a row, they've held the Denver Nuggets under 25 points. Anytime a team can do that defensively is outstanding.
Bulls looking to win in Denver 2 straight seasons for the first time since 97-98. DeRozan, nasty crossover. And they go to Vooch, right corner Williams, on a pump, on a drive, left elbow DeRozan in front to Ayo, splits defense with a floater, no. Rebound Jeff Green. The Reggie Jackson, the veteran out of Boston College. Jackson holds and looks, they go to Green out in front. Swings it to Murray. Murray at the top of the key. Behind the back pass, left wing Green. Inside Thomas Bryant and DeRozan wrap them up on the left block and commits a foul. And that happened 38 seconds into the fourth quarter.
I thought Bryant did a good job in the 8 minutes he played in the first half. That time they made a concerted effort to get the ball down to him. You know Denver's going to try to make one big push here in the fourth quarter. You have to weather the storm, but you got to continue to move the offense and take good shots.
Jeff Green, they go to Bryant, and he missed a two-handed dunk. He missed a chip shot, and it hit the iron, cleared by the Bulls, and it's DeRozan in the left wing. 87-76 Bulls. DeRozan sees the seam. Bank shot, no, hits the floor, and we'll get to where DeRozan is 4 of 4, and the Bulls are perfect in 11 attempts.
Yeah, and that's a great play by DeMar DeRozan. A little pump fake, but rather than just try for the contact, puts it on the floor, knows that the Bulls have 50 points in the paint already, and that's been their recipe of success here tonight. And we are in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is sponsored by Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. For all the right reasons, call 866-4SEASONS.
DeRozan misfired on the first of 2.
They do have a huge monitor, scoreboard, whatever it is here at Ball Arena here in Denver.
Yep. DeRozan goes 1 of 2. 88-76 Bulls. Murray. They go to Jackson against Dial. Back in front. Jamal Murray on Kobe White. Top of the key off the Bryant screen. Jamal Murray double on the ball. Stripped and stolen by Io to Kobe on a 3-on-2. Kobe against Brown with a reverse no. Put back with right hand good. DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, big time play right there. Following the play after a nice defensive set by the Bulls.
90-76. Bulls with their biggest lead of the game of 14. Reggie Jackson left side three. Bounced off the rim. Rebound Vooch. I'll tell you what, the Bulls have taken it to the Nuggets tonight on their home floor. DeRozan, right side, Kobe, 4-3. Nope. Rebound Brown. Over the timeline, Jamal Murray. Murray on a wraparound dribble drive, top of the key. Underneath the Bryant with the two-handed slam.
Murray made that play happen there. Pulled three defenders over the screen, and Bryant with a roll Green with a roll to the basket. Wow.
90-78 Bulls. DeRozan at the top of the key. Inside Boots. Jump hook, right hand. Count it, and a foul on Bryant.
Yeah, nice play right there. Bryant out of position behind Vooch as he stepped across the lane. Big time play. Nice vision by the Bulls. Timeout on the floor as the Bulls are up 92-78 with 9:40 left here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on the Score in the Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. March means spring cleaning, so clean out your old, harsh cleaning products and replace them with products that are green certified. Better yet, make your own cleaning products using items like baking soda and vinegar. Also, get rid of hazardous materials such as paints, motor oil, and pharmaceuticals at proper disposal locations to keep them out of the water supply. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Here, moment makers are everywhere, from those in housekeeping to hospitality, from the front desk to the bars to the restaurants and the pools, who turn simple moments for our guests into lasting memories. And they can turn a job into a career that turns coworkers into family. Working together for the greater good of our community. Gila River Resorts and Casinos, this is your moment to shine.
When you find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, hiding your habit and losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Be the first to know about the Bulls news, promotion, and executive exclusive giveaways offers when you sign up to get text messages from the Bulls. Head to bulls.com/text to get started. And the Bulls have 2 block shots in this game. And I want to remind you that block shots are sponsored by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you're winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly.
As Vooch up and good, he's got a 21-13-2 game. He has outplayed Nikola Jokic tonight here in Denver.
Yes, he has.
93-78. The Bulls lead by 15 points on the road. Off the screen, Murray to the rim. Murray is fouled by Vucevic, and Jamal will go to the line shooting 2. It's been a quiet night at the office, though, for Murray's 4 of 11, 1 of 4 from three-point range.
Yep.
He's got a 9-1-5 game.
And it's time for our great stat of the game, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. How about the Bulls' points in the paint? The recipe of success for tonight, 54-34 in favor of the Chicago Bulls. When Denver started shooting the 3-ball well, the Bulls stuck with their game plan, worked the ball inside, and they have 54 points in the paint. And the lead, 93-79. That's our great stat of the game, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great.
2 free throws. It's a 13-point lead for the Bulls. 9:22 left, fourth quarter. Don't you dare turn the dial here, folks. DeRozan with a spin. Vooch on a pump, on a drive. Works on Jokic. Shot hook. Right hand. Gut.
Just took his time. Little pump fake. Jokic just didn't go for it. Pump faked again and shot the ball over Jokic because he wasn't moving.
Here's Jokic, right side three. No, rebound DeRozan.
The Denver looking a little tired now, trying to force the issue here, taking some tougher shots.
DeRozan, foul line left. No. Rebound Jokic. The lead pass down the floor. Jeff Green had the ball, lost it, took his eye off it, and rolls over the end line out of bounds. Bulls ball.
I'm going to get that ball in bounds quick because I think that was the wrong call. I want to say it went off Kobe's foot. It did. Get it in bounds quick.
Well, they didn't challenge. Or are they?
I don't know if there's a challenge or they're just talking about it now.
They just showed Mark Davis just changed it.
He saw the big screen. They played it in here. Mark Davis saw it and said, you know what? Oh, my.
95-80, the Bulls by 15 with 8:47 left. Wide left on the baseline. Murray in play to Green. Circle right to Jokic. Bounce pass in the paint. And Jamal Murray missed the right-handed dunk. He tried to be too cute, and the ball hit the back rim, bounced in the air, taken away by the Bulls. Here's DeRozan, to Vooch, inside Williams. Double pump, up good. And the Bulls lead 97-80.
And a terrific passing right there by the Bulls. Absolutely taking care of business tonight.
Jokic for three, no. You gotta love it here, folks. We have just over 8 minutes left. Fourth quarter, 97-80 Bulls. DeRozan, foul line left, rim no. Tipped in the air, got it. Patrick Williams came out of nowhere and put it in. 99-80 Bulls. 8:03 left. And we'll return in a moment. Right here, 670 the score at your Chicago Bulls radio network.
Bulls fans, Billy Donovan here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls radio network, Chicago's official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Evan Mack talks with Matt Hardy.
There's nothing like a wrestling fan, for better or for worse. How do you handle that, though? We're talking about people talking about your family, what they don't know about your family or your brother or you. How does one handle that on a day-to-day basis?
Something I joke about with the Young Bucks all the time. I said, if you would vanity search Matt Hardy on Twitter, I said, after you got to go 100 replies, you're going to quit the business and never be seen again. It's just, you just learn to deal with it. You know what I mean?
It's the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast with Evan T. Mack. Subscribe now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
When making a real estate purchase, partner with an agent who is a realtor. We're experts in what we do, with access to exclusive tools and proprietary market data. We're Realtors, members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Back in Denver, Chuck Swirsky, Bill Wennington on the call. Bulls up 19, 99-80 with 8:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on the score on Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Lawrence Holmes here. We've got your Bulls talk on Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. until 2 on the score, and always live on the free Odyssey app. WSCR and HD Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
All right, so we've got the Bulls in front, 99-80, Bill.
Well, I was going to do player of the game, but we could wait.
All right, so Denver, the fans starting to file out here with less than 8 minutes to go. Murray works on Kobe. Murray on a crossover, steps back, left side, a rainbow three, no. Rebound Vooch. Jamal Murray is 1 of 5 beyond the arc. The Bulls lead by 19 on the road with 7.5 to play. Ball spurts off to Rosen's hand, but recovered in left forecourt by Levine against Caldwell Pope. They feed the post. Vooch turns, shoots, curl, no. Jokic has it. Jokic over the midcourt line. Jokic against Vooch. Circle left. Throws the ball right corner. Gordon and a three way off the mark. Rebound Brown. And behind the back pass. And it goes to Caldwell Pope. To Jokic. Top side three. Got it.
Jokic has missed his last 3 3-pointers. Hits that one. He's now 2 of 8.
Yeah, how about that? Again, he has 51 straight games of shooting 50% or better. He's 6 of 15 tonight. Levine to DeRozan. Back in the block on the left side. Vooch banging away with his former Orlando teammate Aaron Gordon. And a right corner pass to Williams to Kobe. Kobe in the paint. Kobe, the fade, the fire, 12-footer no. Rebound Jamal Murray, 6.5 to play. 99-83 Bulls. Murray gives it up to Jokic. Jokic against Vooch with a handoff to Jamal Murray. Murray behind the back pass to Jokic. Jokic dribble drive on Williams. Lost the ball. Turned it over. The lead to DeRozan. And a right-handed dunk right in the grill of Contavious Caldwell Pope.
That's a big-time play right there. Great defense by Patrick Williams. And it's time for our player of the game, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Urology, providing comprehensive and personalized care for all urologic conditions and cancer. And Patrick Williams has been huge here tonight as the Nuggets miss another shot. He's got 18 points off the bench. His defense has been terrific, and he has been the guy to really help the Bulls push to victory here.
And that other shot was Murray, who's now 1 of 6. Levine, right side, laser three, nothing but net. Timeout, Denver, 104-83. The Bulls lead by 21 on the road. All right, let's take a break. 670 the score. Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Right side, Vooch. Three ball. Bam!
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. And live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen.
Steph Curry drills the play.
Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. It's all access, all the time. All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
And we're back in Denver as play gets underway here in the fourth quarter. Bulls up 104-83. Taking control of this game.
Yep. Jokic off a Gordon screen, left side three. He buries it. Probably too little too late, however, in a 104-86 ball game.
And with that last three-pointer by the Bulls, partnered with LRS, the champions of the waste and recycling industry, request a quote at lrsrecycles.com.
We near the 5-minute mark, fourth quarter. This is a great way to start the mini two-game road trip. Topside Kobe for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
That's a big answer by Kobe right there. And I love it.
107-86 Bulls. Jamal Murray topside three, no. Long rebound and snagged by Zach LaVine.
Bulls out rebounding Denver tonight. 46-41.
107-86 Bulls. In the paint to Vooch. Bounce pass up top. DeRozan, 2 jab steps, works the handle on Murray, top of the key, 18-footer rimmed out, rebound, Nikola Jokic. Jokic with an 18-11-7 game. Jokic gives it up to Michael Porter Jr. Two-tap steps, brings out Vooch. Left side pass on the give and go with Jokic to Porter with the left-hand layup.
A nice little give and go right there. Porter with a hard cut, just beat Bulls defense, was able to slip by Vooch.
107-88 Bulls. DeRozan, here's Vooch out in front. He knocks down an 18-footer.
See, I like that. The Bulls go right back to Vooch, gets a little foul line jump shot right there on the same type of play, give and go.
Vooch with a 25-14-3 game. Porter steps back, and he threw it away out of bounds intended for Jokic on the far sideline.
How about this? Denver has lost 4 games here by a total of 8 points. Bulls coming here, giving their going to give them their 5th loss with 3:43 left here, 109-88. Timeout on the floor. Let's pause for a break. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on the Score on Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Nikola Vucevic here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
After crashing my bike, further testing revealed the unthinkable, aggressive prostate cancer. I'm Dave, and when my first hospital said they couldn't remove the tumor, I turned to the team at Northwestern Medicine.
Top ranked in Illinois for cancer and urology by U.S. News and World Report, Dave's team used breakthrough robotic surgery to remove his tumor.
Because of my team, this was a race I won.
Northwestern Medicine offers second opinions for all types of urologic conditions. Because what makes us better makes you better.
Switch to Insure on the spot and save money on your auto insurance. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Just a free quote in 2 minutes. Call 773-202-5060 or visit insureonthespot.com.
Hey, Chicago, if your commercial business needs a new roof or you have persistent leaks, call a Local 11 roofing and waterproofing contractor whose service technicians have all gone through a 5-year apprenticeship training program. Don't double dribble. Make the right call with ChicagoRoofingContractors.org.
Back in Denver, the Bulls up 109-88, and they've done it with defense. How about this? Denver with just 12 points here in the fourth quarter. This is a team that averages 117 points a game. They have 88 right now.
Vucevic on the left side, 3-ball now. Rebound down the floor, Reggie Jackson. They go to Brown as Michael Malone is going to the bench, waving the white flag. A left corner 3 by Jackson. No, brought down by Kobe. 109-88 Bulls, 3:15 left.
What a terrific game by the Bulls. Again, the offense was good, not great for the Bulls. This Denver team gives up 112 points a game. The Bulls are going to get it right about that. They got 109 now, but defensively they're strong.
Levine drives around Thomas Bryant with a left-handed layup. And Zach Levine now in 33 minutes with 29 points. Vooch has a double-double of 25, 14, and 3. DeRozan 17, 6, and 8. Brown with a runner for Denver now. Rebound Vooch. We have 2:40 left here in the fourth. 111-88 Bulls. What a sweet way to start this road trip.
Yes,
we'll be in Houston on Saturday, 6:45 Central Time. As DeRozan tried to hit Levine on a backdoor cut, intercepted by the Nuggets. They go to Brown. Brown standing dribble on the left. We have 15 on the clock. Brown dribble drive, works on Kobe. Left side 3, up and good by Thomas Bryant, the veteran out of Indiana. And the Bulls are going to take time to go to the bench, put some reserves in. We'll take a break. 2:15 left. 111-91 Bulls on 670 the score. And the Bulls Basketball Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
What makes a buzzer beater so great? The energy, the spontaneity, the choice to just go for it. Last-second flight changes aren't so different. Whether it's pulling an all-nighter, checking off a bucket list item, or extending your trip for some R&R. At United, we think last-second calls are yours to make. That's why we don't charge change fees, ever. This is what an airline looks like when good leads the way. United is proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Bulls. Exceptions apply for certain international flights. Ever applies to flights within the U.S., in between the U.S. and Mexico or the Caribbean.
Chicago Bulls have taken control of this game after the first quarter. And here in the second half, really haven't looked back. They're up 111-91 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. And when there are 2 minutes left in the game, sponsored by Insure on the Spot, start saving today with Chicagoland's #1 auto insurance agency. And the Bulls have stuck to their game plan tonight. One, defense has been great. You've held this high-scoring Denver team that scores 117 points a game to just 91. And you've been able to get your points tonight, and it's been by attacking the rim, getting points in the paint with an absolutely terrific Bulls with 64 points in the paint here tonight.
Yep. Kobe works off a Derek Jones Jr. screen. They go to Io. Io to the rim with a scoop with the right hand, and a foul on the Denver Nuggets. The bench, Jack White. And he commits the foul. So we have a 111-91 ball game Bulls. They came into Denver. A lot of people wrote this game off, but the Bulls said, no, you know what? We got something left here in the tank. And the Bulls now, Bill, they're going to pick up a game on Washington.
Yep. And that's what it's all about right now, to get that play-in spot. And he lost a tough one to Indiana the other night. Came back and got a big one here tonight against the team. As we said, they've only lost 4 games here by a total of 8 points, and the Bulls have way surpassed that.
Yep. Well, Denver came in second best record in the NBA, trailing Milwaukee by only 1 game. And this Bulls crowd has taken over this arena.
There are a lot of Bulls fans here, and they're chanting, "Let's go Bulls." Where's that "Let's go Chuck"? I'm having a hard time.
Here's Smith playing with his 13th NBA team. You go to White. Smith with a ball fake to the rim and a right-handed layup in the paint. This is Io Dosunmu creating, turns the corner on White. Nope, on a layup, put back good by Derek Jones Jr.
And Derek Jones Jr., big bucket right there. And again, Bulls controlling the boards tonight. 49 and a steal right there by Io. It's going to take it down with a 2-on-1.
Yep, and he missed the layup, but he got fouled by Smith.
And again, tonight, and Bulls defense has just been on point. Played aggressively the whole night. Rotations were on point. In the first quarter, Denver was able to hit some three-point shots, open things up a little bit. Again, the Nuggets scored 29 points. They were 5 of 9 from behind the three-point line. They finished up 14 of 39 from behind the three-point line. They were at halftime. They were 8 of 18. So they're just 6 3-pointers here in the second half total for what looked like it was going to be a runaway from behind the three-point line. Bulls, terrific defense here.
Yeah, Io with 2 free throws. Bulls 17 of 18 from the stripe. 117-93 Bulls. Over the top pass, White to Bryant in a foul. And that's going to go on Patrick Williams. Williams, Bill, with an 18-4 game. He went 8 of 9 from the field in 29 minutes.
He stepped up big time off the bench tonight. I picked Zach LaVine as my player to perform and had a side note with Patrick Williams having a big game, and he did.
Reggie Jackson on a left baseline, Jay off the mark. Kobe, wide open, top side 3. Front iron, nope. Rebound, White. And again, Bill, what we talked about in the pregame show about the Denver bench.
Yep, not standing up to par here.
Nope. Thomas Bryant, top side 3, got it. But again, Jokic out of the ball game. That 51-game mark of 50% or better, that's toast. He went 7 of 16. He had an 18-12-8 game. And the Booch is going to join us post-game coverage. He outplayed Jokic tonight, 25-15-3. Down to the final 10 seconds. 3 on the shot clock. Bulls is just going to dribble it out. And it'll be Denver ball. 117-96. Denver will put it in play, and this game will be over. Bulls off to Houston. They'll play Saturday night, 6:45 of the Bulls Network. Reggie Jackson will just dribble it over the midcourt line, and this ball game is over. Bulls win! Bulls win! Bulls win in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. 117-96 over the Denver Nuggets. Wow, what a ball game all around for your Chicago Bulls. very, very impressive.
Absolutely, and it was done on the defensive end. Again, the Bulls came out, never quit, got things going, kept things going defensively all night long. Again, you hold the team to under 100 points, and they average 117 points a game. That's terrific. Then at the offensive end, the Bulls average on the season 113 points. You're able to score 117 points on a team that holds opponents to 112 points. Hitting on all cylinders tonight. Again, Bulls starters, Vooch playing well, Zach LaVine playing great, Vooch with a double-double, and then Patrick Williams off the bench. Big-time offensive game, 18 points. Huge, huge effort tonight. Really helped the Bulls along. And also defensively, Patrick Williams poking the ball away, getting a steal, helping the Bulls defensively just slow this Denver team down that has been playing absolutely terrific here at home.
All right, so joining us live right here on the Bulls Radio Network, the Vooch with a sensational game tonight of 25 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, and Vooch with his 40th, count them 40 double-doubles on the season. Vooch, we talked about this today at shoot-around about this matchup with Jokic, and again, you were great. Take us through this ball game, winning convincingly 117-96.
Well, I think, we did a really good job executing the game plan, especially on the offensive end, trying to exploit, their weaknesses. They're really high in pick and rolls with Jokic, and so it opens up the pocket a lot for us. And I think, with me being able to catch it there and make plays, whether for myself or for others, it's it was a big advantage for us, and I thought we did a good job. Once I was catching the guys, getting in open spots, cutting behind the help, and so I was able to get some back cuts, some guys in the corner, and we just stuck with it. They started the game off, a little better than us, but we stuck with it, and we were able to, get back into the game and take the lead. And I think defensively also did a good job on all of their, players, on Jokic, guys will help me a lot in different actions, Murray, Porter, all these guys, even on Gordon when he was trying to post up. So just overall great team effort and a huge win for us on the road against one of the best teams in the NBA.
You're absolutely right, Vooch. Your offense was on point tonight. This is a team, Denver, that holds teams to 112 points a game. You were able to get 117 and made it look easy. But I think all night long your defense was great. You just kind of touched on the defense right now. For you, what was the key defensively? Because this is a team that is a high-powered offensive team. They score 117 points tonight, but you held them under 100 tonight. That's a big step.
Well, for us, obviously they do a lot of stuff with Jokic catching the ball, and then the guys cutting off, and we talked about it. Not getting back cut, not getting cut in front of us, staying between the guy and the basket. And I thought we did a good job with it. Whoever was on Jokic, obviously mostly myself and Dre, trying to pressure him as much as we can, making it as hard as we can to make that pass. So just, I think, great team effort. And it wasn't perfect, but we helped a lot as well. And we did a good job rebounding, which also one of their strengths, especially since the All-Star break. Did a very good job. They do a good job crashing the glass. I thought we did a good job tonight controlling that end as well.
All right, we're going to let you go. Congratulations. You hear Bull Station here in Denver.
Yeah,
they turned up.
For sure.
Big time.
Good to hear.
Great job, Vooch.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Awesome game by the Vooch. Wow. I mean, we're going to recap the ball game. Bill and Alyssa are going to chop this baby up in a moment. 117-96 Bulls right here, 670 the score, and your Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
This has been a presentation of Chicago Bulls basketball at 670 The Score on the Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network. Brought to you by BetMGM, Napleton Mazda Group, Remy Martin, Northwestern Medicine Urology, and Four Winds Casinos. Get everything Bulls basketball anytime. The latest news, stats, video highlights, and more at 670thescore.com. Remember to listen to every Chicago Bulls game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home of the Bulls. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Bulls fans, Zach LaVine here. This is your official radio home for Chicago Bulls basketball. Listen to every moment of the action right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and the Odyssey app.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. but you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing, together millions of things for our planet. March marks the beginning of spring, and warmer temperatures means you can do more outside. Hang your clothes outside to dry instead of using the dryer. Not only will you save electricity, but your clothes will get that fresh outdoor scent. It's also a great time to walk or bike to destinations that are close by instead of driving. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Holy cow! The Score celebrates the 25th annual Worldwide Toast to Harry Carey, Wednesday, March 29th. Hi, everybody. Pat Hughes here. Join the Score's Parkins and Spiegel Show, broadcasting live at Harry Carey's Tavern, Navy Pier, 2 to 6. And, of course, we want you to be there, too.
Now, there's lots of teams throughout this land, but I'm proud to be a Cubby fan.
Including Toastmaster Ryan Sandberg, plus Ryan Dempster, Jeff Garland, Ron Kittle, Richard Dent, Bill Curtis, Jim Cornelison, Dutchie Carey, and more.
How about that?
You need to be there so you can say you were there for this historic occasion. For more info, go to harrycarys.com and join the Score's Parkins and Spiegel Show for the live toast Wednesday, March 29th at Harry Carey's Tavern, Navy Pier from 2 to 6. Do not miss this unique Chicago celebration of Harry Carey, brought to you by Budweiser.
Naturally, Budweiser is my favorite.
This Bud's for you.
Hey guys, I'm David Spade. Applause.
I'm Dana Carvey. Are we the host of something?
Oh, Fly on the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dana, and I would never say this, one of Apple, Spotify, and Amazon's top podcasts of 2022. I'm just reading that. I would never say that.
We both got our break on a little thing called Saturday Night Live.
Each week we sit down with friends of the show and share stories and BS about the good old days of SNL. You can find Fly on the Wall, a presentation of Cadence 13 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Welcome to the Chicago Bulls postgame show on 670 The Score and the Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network. Brought to you by Bed Rivers, Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11, Curry Ford of Valpo, and Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Here's Chuck Swirsky.
All right, Bulls in the win column, 117-96. Bulls scored 66 second-half points compared to only 44 for the Denver Nuggets. Bulls shot 51% from the field. They went 17 of 18 from the foul line. They out-rebounded Denver 50-44. The Bulls with 26 assists, only 9 turnovers, and the Bulls scored 66, count them, 66 points in the paint. DeMar DeRozan with a 17-6, and he also had 3 steals. Caruso with 6. The Vooch with his 40th double-double of 25 and 15. He dished out 3 assists. Zach LaVine with a 29-5-4 game. Patrick Beverley with 3, along with 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Off the bench, Kobe White with 7. Patrick Williams went 8 of 9 from the field at 18-4 game. Drummond with 2 points, 5 rebounds. Dosunmu with 8, and Derek Jones Jr. with 2. For Denver, 12 for Porter. Aaron Gordon with a 17-9 game, but he missed 5 free throws. Jokic with an 18-12-8 game, but Jokic went 7 of 16 from the field. Caldwell Pope with 5. Murray with 11, but he did not break the record tonight, becoming the all-time three-point shooter in Nuggets history. He went 1 of 7, so he is tied. Will Barton. Bruce Brown with 9. Jackson with 6. Green with 6. Thomas Bryant with 10. Denver 42% shooting, 37% from three-point range, 7 of 15 from the foul line. Denver turned it over 11 times, and the Bulls scored 18 points off those turnovers. Again, the final, 117-96. The Bulls sweep the season series and win in Denver for the second straight season for the first time since 1997-98. That's when I had hair. So, again, the Bulls win at 117-96 over the Nuggets. And our recap, sponsored by Curry Ford of Valpo. Curry Ford of Valpo, the destination for lifted trucks and Ford performance vehicles. In a moment, Bill Weddington, Alyssa Berger-Minnie will dissect this ball game. Many thanks to all the 5 folks for putting this on the air. And we're talking about Adam Stasinski, Sean Sears, Jesse Trujillo. This Chuck Swirsky, always a pleasure. Up next for the Bulls, the Houston Rockets in Houston, Texas. That game will come your way on Saturday at 6:45 right here on the Bulls Network. In a moment, Bill, Alyssa return. Always a pleasure right here on 670 The Score, your Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
Planning a wedding can be intimidating, but finding the perfect suit shouldn't be. Indochino makes it easy to get a custom suit right from home. Fine-tune every detail and design a suit tailored perfectly to your body and your personality, starting at just $4.99. Get a wedding suit as unique as you with Indochino. Go to Indochino.com and use code PODCAST to get 10% off any purchase of $3.99 or more. That's INDOCHINO.com, promo code PODCAST.
I'm JR of CBS Sports Radio, and I want to introduce you to a new podcast titled Agents of Inclusion, brought to you by Special Olympics, Odyssey, and JR Sport Brief Productions. Every Wednesday, we'll be speaking with a different Special Olympics athlete to share their stories of perseverance, accomplishment, and path towards inclusion. We don't want you to just listen. We want you to become an active agent of inclusion as well. Special Olympics, Agents of Inclusion, find it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Pets aren't just like family, they are family. So when you need to find a sitter for your fur baby, go to care.com/pets. It's so easy and fast to find local, experienced, and background-checked pet caregivers. From dog walkers to cat sitters, you can find flexible pet care for your long or short-term needs. You have a selection to choose from. Just post a job on care.com/pets for caregivers to apply to. Then browse by availability, view ratings and reviews, plus more. And rest assured, all caregivers who you can interact with are required to complete a background check. Over 3 million households use Care. Find a caregiver your furry family will love at care.com/pets. That's care.com/pets.
Reggie Jackson will just dribble it over the midcourt line, and this ball game is over. Bulls win! Bulls win! Bulls win in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, 117-96 over the Denver Nuggets. Wow, what a ball game all around for your Chicago Bulls. Very, very impressive.
And Chuck, he gets to dance in Denver while the Bulls travel to the Mile High City to battle the best in the West, the Denver Nuggets. And hey, maybe it was the altitude. That was the medicine that the Bulls needed, because the Bulls, they soared over the Nuggets to capture a win at Ball Arena. They win by 21 points, 117-96. The Bulls snap the Nuggets' 4-game win streak. Bulls are back in the win column, and they advance to 30-36 overall, 6 games below 500 now. An impressive win for many reasons. We'll get into that. But the Bulls hand the Nuggets a home loss. The Nuggets hold the best home record in the NBA now, 30-5. And with the win, the Bulls pull within 1 game of the Wizards for the final play-in spot. Well, welcome into Bulls postgame from Chicago at 670 The Score Studios. I'm Alyssa Bergamini. Thank you for joining in. And live from Denver at Ball Arena, it is 3-time NBA champion. It is Bill Wennington. Bill, this is just like we drew up. This is exactly how we thought tonight was going to go. The Bulls, they find their rhythm. They took care of the basketball. It was inspiring basketball nonetheless. So how did the Bulls set the tone and keep the offense flowing throughout 4 quarters to capture this big win over the best team in the West?
Well, the Bulls, when they shot the ball well, they moved it around, got the ball to the open man. They ended up with 26 assists, which is pretty good. 1 less than Denver had tonight, but they controlled the boards, out-rebounded them 50-44. So you didn't give Denver a second chance opportunities. And the Bulls actually end up taking 1 more shot than Denver did, even though and Denver had 2 more turnovers than the Bulls did. And the Bulls, in my opinion, 2 things: points in the paint. Bulls stuck to their game plan, attacking the rim, getting to the paint pretty much all night long. And then fast break points, part of those points in the paint, because the Bulls were getting turnovers. They ended up having 9 steals tonight in this game, and just did a terrific job defensively. And you heard Vooch in a post-game show, and they understood what they were trying to do, and they had a lot of help on Jokic when he had the ball, and they knew what he was trying to do when he had the ball, who he was looking for. And, the one play stands out when Jokic had the ball, and it looked like he was going to pass it out, but he tried to lob it inside, and DeMar DeRozan right there, just understanding where he needed to be, stole the ball and starts a transition basket for the Bulls at the other end. And they just did that on point all night long. And to be honest with you, you don't know what to expect when you come up here to Denver with the altitude and how guys are going to react to it. And I'm going to be serious. In the second half, starting about halfway through the third quarter, Denver looked like the tired team out there on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was talking with producer Adam Sazinski, and he mentioned that you brought that up. Obviously, we're listening to you on the call as well as the broadcast on TV. But I want to ask you about Nikola Jokic. The Bulls hold him to 18 points tonight, reigning MVP. So what was clicking on the defensive end for the Bulls to bottle up Nikola Jokic?
Well, they just made it difficult on him. He never got the ball where he was just wide open and can pick apart the Bulls defense. He always had someone on him, if not two guys, another guy running at him to double team him to force him to make that quick pass or a pass under duress where he can't just sit there and kind of pick apart this Bulls team. And then on the other end, the Bulls, on the other side of it was the other 3 or 4 guys, if they weren't double teaming him, were staying with the cutters down low, clogging the paint, because that's what they like to do. And as I said, in the first quarter, they hit a lot of threes. They were 5 of 9 from behind the 3-point line, and at halftime, 8 of 18. Well, they finished at just 37%, 15 of 40. So they came back down to earth, and the Bulls just did a great job. Again, you look at the points in the paint, 66 to 38. And the Bulls just found a way to get points on the board tonight, and that's what you got to do. Go to your strength. If you're not a great 3-point shooting team, and the Bulls shot 33% tonight, which I guess is the analytics average number, the magic number that you got to hit, 8 of 24. You only made 8 3-point shots tonight, but you were scoring with what you do very well, and that was attack the basket.
We're always talking about 3-point efficiency when it comes to the Bulls, but third quarter tonight, where the Bulls, they usually trail off, but tonight they added 36 points in that frame. The Bulls went 4 of 5 from beyond the arc in that frame as well. So how big of a difference maker was that third quarter in terms of a momentum swing where we usually see the Bulls trail off in the second half?
It was huge. And for a momentum and for a team that's been struggling, as you say, where they trail off and things kind of start to slip away, you got your offense going, but your defense was also on point too. Just 24 points for Denver in the third quarter and just 20 in the fourth quarter. And the Bulls scored 30 again. And it's just a side note from the foul line, only three foul shots difference in the amount taken, attempts, 18 to 15 in favor of the Bulls. But the Bulls made 10 more points at the foul line. Just a terrific job there making foul shots and taking advantage of Denver when they missed theirs.
You brought this up a little bit earlier, but what effect does the altitude have on players? I'm sure you've played in Denver, so you can relate, and you're there right now calling the game.
Yep. It's tough. If you're not in shape, it hurts a lot. But if you're in shape, the first 2-3 minutes of the game are tough, but then your lungs adjust to it because they've been breathing hard and you've been working hard and pushing yourself throughout the season. And I think the Bulls did a great job tonight. You did not see the guys have a little wear and tear of fatigue here with the lack of oxygen.
So what you're saying is you cannot eat a lot of pizza and candy while you are in Denver.
Well,
That's what you're saying.
Now. They can now.
They can now. One more question, I'll let you go. Would you chalk this up as one of the more surprising wins of the season? Because that's where
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. You come in, you had not been playing well. You had lost a tough game to Indiana, who is nowhere near the level of Denver is. But you took advantage of a Denver team that, I think maybe came in a little bit flat, expecting maybe the Bulls to roll over a little bit earlier, but you played 48 good minutes of basketball here tonight, and you took advantage of a team that's a very good basketball team here in the Western Conference.
Well, Bill, thank you so much. As always, safe travels. I will talk with you Saturday, 2 days off again, while the Bulls take on the Houston Rockets.
You got it, Alyssa. Take care.
Take care. Well, that was our very own Bill Wennington live from Ball Arena in Denver as the Bulls, they dominate over the Nuggets 117-96. Now it is time for the final breakdown of tonight's BetMGM courtside odds. As I mentioned, the Bulls, they visited Mile High City to take on the Nuggets, who wrapped up a 3-game homestand tonight. The Bulls were listed as the heavy 8.5-point underdogs on BetMGM, but the Bulls, they win by 21. They win by 21 points, so they easily cover as the underdogs, and I'm eating my words because I did not expect the Bulls to cover that large spread tonight, but I am oh so wrong. The Bulls snapped their 2-game losing skid, and this is the first time the Bulls have covered on the road over their last 7 games. Bulls improved to 4-7 straight up over their last 11. The Nuggets do not cover as the favorites. They were riding a 4-game win streak prior to tonight. They break that streak, and they fall to 7-3 against the spread over their last 10 games. Total points, that was set at 225.5, and with a total of 213, the under cashes out tonight. The under is now 6-0 in the Bulls' last 6 road games against a team with a home winning percentage above 600, such as the Denver Nuggets. Player props that you could always wager on pregame on BetMGM. I'll always give these out during the pregame broadcast. And for the Bulls, since the All-Star break, Zach LaVine, he has been putting All-Star-like numbers. He's averaging over 30 points per game in the month of March so far. He has scored 23 or more points now in 9 out of his last 11 games. And tonight I was tracking LaVine's points. That was set at 25.5. And with a total of 29 points, it is the over for Zach LaVine. And the Nuggets, they rank second in NBA in assists. Tracking Denver's Jamal Murray, he has dished out 6 or more assists in 9 out of his last 11 games. That's including tonight. But his player prop, that was 6.5 assists, priced at plus 100. So some good value there. But Murray finishes with 6 assists. So because of that hook, it is the under. Those were your post-game courtside odds presented by BetMGM. Get the BetMGM app today. Now you are winning with the king of sportsbooks. Please bet responsibly. Let's take a final look at by the numbers, starting with the visiting Chicago Bulls. As a team, the Bulls shot 42% from the field. Chicago connected on 8 of 24 from beyond the arc, 17 of 18 from the foul line, 66 points in the paint for the Bulls. No match to the Nuggets, who had 42 points in the paint. And for the Nuggets, they finished over 42% from the floor. Denver went 15 of 40 from deep, and they finished 7 of 15 from the charity stripe. By the numbers, sponsored by Four Winds Casinos, for gaming, for dining, and for entertainment. On the other side, tonight's top performer from the Bulls, Cody Westerlin. He joins the show finally after a win, and we expect to hear from head coach Billy Donovan at the mic. Don't touch that dial. I'm Alyssa Bergamini. You're listening to The Score and the Horizon Therapeutics Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
LaVine throws it down with a right-handed power dunk.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings while capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have what IT takes. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
Odyssey is celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop all year long with Hip-Hop Made. Download the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY, where we explore the sounds of 50 years of hip-hop. Let's go. Just search Hip-Hop Made for stations that represent the decades of hip-hop, the city of hip-hop, the moves, the culture, the artists, the future, and live stations from around the country that represent hip-hop right now in your favorite city.
My favorite station.
Odyssey.com/Hip-Hop Made and on the free Odyssey app.
What makes a buzzer beater so great? The energy, the spontaneity, the choice to just go for it. Last-second flight changes aren't so different. Whether it's pulling an all-nighter, checking off a bucket list item, or extending your trip for some R&R. At United, we think last-second calls are yours to make. That's why we don't charge change fees, ever. This is what an airline looks like when good leads the way. United is proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Bulls. Exceptions apply for certain international flights. Ever applies to flights within the U.S. and between the U.S. and Mexico or the Caribbean.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's.
1 box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers will start cooking. Butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open in Chandler at Arizona and Warner.
Don't you dare turn the dial here, folks. DeRozan with a spin. Vooch on a pump, on a drive. Works on Jokic. Shot hook, right hand, gut.
Well, the Bulls took care of business tonight in Colorado. They were cooking from all cylinders as the Bulls go on to win 117-96 over the best in the West, the Denver Nuggets. The subject of tonight's Kia Top performance, it is our Nikola. That would be Nikola Vucevic. Vuce with a double-double night, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Nikola Vucevic, he has recorded at least 25 points and 5 rebounds for the 10th time while with the Chicago Bulls, marking the second most 25-point, 15-rebound game in franchise history. This is Nikola Vucevic's second such game as that this season. The Kia Top by the legend of the driveway, the Telluride X Pro official vehicle of the Chicago Bulls. Kia, movement that inspires a lot from the highlight reel tonight, but there's one perfect play of the game live. Let's roll the tape.
Way off the mark on the right side, leaking out. Levine from Caruso, and the windmill right-handed slam dunk. Zach Levine eating some mile-high rim.
That was 6:41 remaining in the third quarter. That was after a defensive rebound from Alex Caruso. Caruso finds Zach Levine. Levine goes to the rim for a dunk to hammer it home, and the Bulls go up 68-63 to take the lead over the Nuggets. Levine, he finished the night with 29 points, 3 threes in the win over the Nuggets. That is sponsored by Perfect Home Services, the perfect place for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Before we get to the final box score, it is time to bring in our very own from 6-7 The Score. It is Cody Westerland, who is always on the Bulls Pulse. And I am so excited, Cody. I finally get to talk with you in a away game that we got a win. It took a lot of time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was also a little unexpected, right?
Absolutely.
This was arguably the Bulls' best win of the season, depending on how you view the time and place of their wins against the Bucks and Celtics.